Martha. Morale is low. The proximity to the holiday, compiled with the foul northwestern weather, has cut our numbers in half. Nevertheless, we shall persist as long as the Penny Arcade streaming studio contains LaCroix and beef jerky. Forever yours, your loving Cornelius. Good evening, friends. As you can tell, we are at slightly half-staff today. Christian has achieved his longtime dream of having an entire table on his own. You are a third of the screen, all to yourself.
Finally, I have run the rest of those fools away from me.
That you have. So
I think as the follow-up tweet, you have to also acknowledge that not only have we lost half of our cast, but we've been losing them throughout the day. Throughout the day. It says, due to foreseen... And within 20 minutes... And unforeseen circumstances, a number of things happened. We knew that Maggie wasn't going to be here for rehearsal, and then this morning we found out that Vanessa wasn't going to be here due to illness and travel, and then 20 minutes ago, we found out that Keeson wasn't going to be here, which is very in character for Zell. Yes. I thought. Yeah. He's working, I found out.
He's working.
Apparently he sent me an email, but the problem is I don't look at my email on Mondays because it's actually my day off except for this show.
I see. Yeah. So Chris only checked his email 20 minutes ago, and boy, I just impugned the honor of our friend here for the dozens of viewers we have worldwide. And sorry, Keeson. I hope your job at the
job place,
the job factory.
Where they make
I knew it.
Jobs.
He works at the job factory.
I knew it.
The downhold American.
You always wondered why
these guys have been telling me about the job factory for years, and like that it was a real place where I could go get a job if I ever really wanted one. And I just assumed it was a made-up thing. But
when the politicians say we're shipping our jobs overseas, that's not hyperbole. That's literally what we do.
Okay.
Those containers out of the port of Seattle and Tacoma.
So regular jobs suck even worse than I thought.
Even more so, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you don't bullet there, right?
Yeah, these are low quality, poor fabricated jobs, whatnot. They don't hold up very long. A lot of them are seasonal. Anyway,
there's a lot of planned obsolescence.
Let's see how much time have we got left. Vamp. I'm not vamping again. I have vamped. I used all my vamp points there. They take months to recharge.
They do?
They do. Yes, based on this rule that I've just made up. Thank you for you're still in teacher mode, aren't you?
I'm paying attention.
I can't slip any bullshit past you today. That's going to be helpful.
Why don't we take a break and I'll play Heads Up 7 Up?
My quota of
oh wait, there's only fucking 4 of us.
I love that game.
I need that game.
So yes, due to foreseen and unforeseen circumstances, we are at half-staff today. We are not going to let us thwart that.
And we're not going to show it to people without permission.
We're not going to show our half-staff to people without permission. Boys, we already have separated them, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all of our problem people with that are gone today.
Yeah, clearly. So it falls to us to... Oh, great. Hack Attack Vamp Challenge accepted. That's great. Thank you, Fractal. Oh, man. I'm glad I got my stress eating out of the way before this. You know, when we went from 5 players to 4 to 3, and I went from 0 bags of Hawaiian potato chips to 2 to 1. I should have done that in a sequential order. Whatever, humanities major. Anyway, continuing on.
We don't maths good.
We don't maths good. She does though. She maths real good. Oh man, so much time to fill.
Let's talk about how the game works. Let's talk about Masters of the Metaverse and how the game works.
Let's talk about Masters of the Metaverse. Welcome to our weekly co-production of Zombie RPS Entertainment and Hyper RPG, which is a mashup genre RPG set in a world where we have people playing the meta pilots projected from one reality into the reality due month. I guess it would be.
Yeah, AKA best worst idea we ever had.
And then that's the pilots, and then the avatars they land in who have entirely separate skills. So each of them gets to be playing 2 characters in one, 3 characters in one today because our numbers are cut in half. We'll get to that in a second.
Yes.
Why don't you tell us about the sliders there, guys who are not guys?
Oh, okay. These are the lovely sliders that tell us where we are when we're lost and confused. And so we can spend meta points that you give us, thank you, chat, to go closer to one side or the other. Closer to one side or the other gives us better dice to do that characters kind of thing. So the closer we are to the edge, the easier it is for us to do what we want with that character. And the harder it is for us to do what we want with the other character, if that makes any sense. But they're very useful, the meta points. Thank you, chat. Was that helpful?
That was very helpful.
That was super helpful.
Super duper helpful. So, meta points. Yeah. Was there anything that the two on timeout wanted to add?
Well, see, if that was like school, then I would have said that, and then 50% of the class then would raise their hand and not understand what.
And ask the exact same question.
Mm-hmm.
What are the meta points?
What are the meta points? What do we do with those again? Sorry.
Wait, are you actually asking?
Yeah, that was it. It was like it seemed like a transition to hand off to you, so you could do some talking.
Meta points. All right, so here we are on our slider, our meta scale, our thing that we can't really come up with a super good name for. Even we keep changing it, really, is what it comes down to. On one side of our scale, we have our meta pilot. That if we are on this side of the scale, we have complete control over all of our meta pilot's ability, but no access to our avatar. Which means we get great dice for our pilot and no dice for our avatar. As it goes up, we get better and better dice for the avatar, but worse and worse dice for our pilot until we are 100% avatar and cannot use our pilot abilities.
Isn't that what I
that's
said?
about right.
That's what I said, right?
The
Pretty
points,
much, yes. But he hasn't been the center of attention for 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
the points can be used to move us back and forth on the slider.
Anything to add, Gigglesworth?
No, I'm good. I'm just not in charge.
So definitely.
I'm gonna wear my hat.
You've knocked over your soda.
So, normally we have 6
It's okay, it's spilling on his computer.
So normally I offer a +3 bonus to someone, one-time bonus, if they will sort of recap where the story has gone so far. Any takers on that?
Ooh.
Well, you've been here each week.
Yes, I have.
Yes, you
That's
have,
why it
so-
would be more fun for me to see you do it. But
There's...
Amalia.
Amalia. You're done. You want to take it, Sarah?
Yes, but I don't know anybody's name.
That's fine.
So-
Christian, go ahead.
here we go. In the land of Fartherall, sometime in an indeterminate age,
It's the 5th.
it's the 5th age, we figured that much out. A group of adventurers are called together to rescue a missing child goddess. The goddess of delight?
That's right.
Ha-ha! Amalia. In order to get her back to her rightful place, we have to get her sacred binky,
Which you found.
which we found. We have a pacifier that will put anybody to sleep.
Right.
But we are currently keeping it inside your body.
Inside
Yeah,
the
because
spirit
I
wolf.
can't fall asleep.
Correct.
Yes.
We have to find a whoopee? No, a
Blankie.
A blankie. Thank you, which is like a whoopee, but a blankie.
What is a whoopee?
You know,
think
I'm
it's a
not really
blankie.
sure.
Like a
It's one of
blankie,
those
but it's a
baby words that people with babies use. I don't
But
listen to
only
those
certain
people.
babies, because we didn't ever use that.
I don't think we
No. I have a child, and I just used regular words, and she turned out smart. So kids at home,
Don't use whoopee.
yeah, what's wrong with you? I'm going to judge your parenting skills from right here
Right
at
now.
my table while wearing eye makeup.
Yeah.
The music really works.
Yes. So these adventurers were called together and promptly destroyed most of West Haven.
What was the third? You've got the blankie.
The sacred milk.
There you
The
go.
milk.
And of course the goddess herself. It would be helpful to find her.
Right.
Oh, that's an option?
Well, you have to, after you find all the stuff, you have to find her so you can give her all the stuff so she
Yeah.
can calm
Makes
down so you
sense.
can bring her home.
Well, not necessarily in that order. I mean, giving you enough sugar-coated hints, sometimes directly.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we missed those. We were just too busy having fun.
Too busy having fun and pulling
Yeah.
the legs out from underneath the table.
I
Yeah.
fetched sticks.
In our defense, though, chat helps a lot with that.
Oh, they certainly do.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
super good.
Because if they're not out to kick you in the balls, they're out to kick us in the balls. And,
Or oaths.
or in our odes.
Oaths.
Oaths.
Whatever, I call them odes. Because,
Really?
yeah.
That's
I
odd.
feel oddly connected to you with
Ovary.
that.
I also named them Chris and Sarah.
Oh,
so
interesting.
Yeah,
don't worry, the smooth one, Sarah.
I don't really know what that means.
Oh, God. So,
I really hope Maggie's somewhere watching.
we're
I
continuing.
hope so, too. I miss her.
Let's do the party rundown right now. Who are you? So, of who are your pilots, and then who are the avatars you normally play? Starting with Christian.
Damn it. I'm Christian Doyle. I am playing Metapilot Crash Jackson, who is in turn controlling the avatar of Harzul the Incredibly Evil,
Incredibly.
who is a necromancer who isn't quite incredibly evil, but is well on the path.
Damn straight he is.
He's working hard.
Set his own record on the first episode.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you want him to introduce his other avatar?
Yes, as well. That's was part
Oh,
of the
right.
assignment,
Today
yes.
I am also
Show your work.
controlling the lovely and very, very old Sister Opal with her magic belt of strength, her giant armor, and her pen shot to read Matlock stories.
That was pretty damn funny. Christopher.
My name is Chris Odie, and I portray the metapilot Thomas Wells, who a few episodes back had a bit of an accident and was sucked into the machine itself. So he is somewhere in the metapilot, or excuse me, in the metapod system now. His primary avatar for this adventure has been Snowball, who is this rabid barbarian bunny with a nice hat.
He's fancy.
And additionally, today I will also be piloting off and on Zell, the chosen one, the reluctant chosen one,
Who's way more evil than Harzul.
Way more evil than
has been
Harzul.
making the life of his guardian Umbra less than fun.
Natural transition to.
Hi, I am Sarah Sanders Odie. I play pilot Jenica Clarkson, who is a prison psychiatrist, and she is in Umbra, who is a wolf spirit guide who's trying to guide Zell, and Zell sucks. And I am also playing today Alice Rosen
Twice.
Alpine Rose.
Alpine Rose. So I can sing some pretty songs and
Yes,
stuff.
the world's greatest bard,
Yes,
pretty much.
I'm a bard and a wolf today.
There you are. So, when last we left off, you had just retrieved the sacred bink. You had then returned to West Haven, and in the inn, you got yourself a couple of clues.
We did?
Or at least, yes. There's the hunter guy talking about the invulnerable deer who's
Yep.
off of whom his arrows bounced. And the blanket
right,
hanging
the
from its
blanket on the
antlers.
deer.
with
Yes,
the
and we are going to go deer
sunburst of
hunting.
Theron.
Deer
Yes.
hunting?
Over there in the woods whose name I forgot.
Were they the bullshit woods? They were just outside of the bullshit hills. So
That's
I'm
true,
just
that
wondering
might
if the topography was still bullshit.
Possibly. Let's call them the unremarkable woods.
The unremarkable woods.
Yes. So, that morning, I should say, you wake up and your heads feel oddly full.
Our heads?
Your heads feel oddly full, as in, there's that normal sort of.
Oh, I got some morning bloat.
Crash with time. Evil must prevail.
Thank you.
Indeed. Yeah.
I will be super evil for you today.
Heads feel a little more full than usual, and that's when you realize you have access to not one but two avatars.
This is
And that half of your party is gone. Well, actually, no, not gone. They're just in two bodies. So you basically can split your... How this is going to work is you have to... whichever one is on top right now, so Harzul, Snowball, and Umbra, is the one whose body you're currently inhabiting. You
Okay.
can basically remotely pilot the other one and speak in their voice and
It's like a
whatnot. But the pilot can't be in both at the same time.
All right.
You are in one and have patched into the other. You want to change that? Inverse the sliders?
Does it cost a point to do so?
Yes, it does.
All right. Good to know. So meta points today are not just moving up and down, it's also flipping which avatar you control.
Exactly. And remember, it's kind of double jeopardy because the more avatar you go, the more better you're rolling for two characters' abilities.
Okay. So when I spend... I get it.
Yes.
I got it.
Good morning, fellow metapilots. How was your sleep?
Fine, thank you, Thomas.
So I assume you have noticed, and I do apologize for being the bearer of bad news, but it does appear that our old friends back in the program have been launching some sort of cyber attack on the facilities of the Founders. As a result, half of our team has been returned back to their metapods to deal with the situation, as well as for their own safety and the safety of ourselves. In an effort to maintain our current mission, though, and keep things going forward, we've done a little bit of jury rigging. We'll be trying out something new today. I think you're going to like it.
Thank you.
You'll find yourself in control of two avatars today.
Oh, shit.
Your ability to control both is unlikely to be stable. However, it should be an adventure. I'll be joining you on this and trying to help you out to the best of my abilities.
Can anybody understand me?
Rose can, and Snowball can.
Oh, that's
And
handy.
Zell can. So you and Chris can.
Everybody on that side of the table can understand
This
you.
table understands Umbra.
Yes. Excellent.
Yes, Jenica, was there something you wanted to ask?
No, I just wanted to know if anybody could understand me.
No problem.
At this point, you notice the 3 members of the Doom Pawpaws standing in the corner where they've been probably huddled all night.
Did you sleep well?
No, not at all.
Excellent. So you'll be fatigued today and likely to fall behind.
If that's what you prefer, boss?
I'm the boss?
Boss?
Other boss.
Oh.
You will recall that I am the band's manager.
Yes?
Here's some hashtag meta points to help with the chaos.
Right, thank you, Chad.
Oh god, are we not supposed to talk to the talent? Oh my god, we made eye contact!
It's all right, you are in the band. However, in addition to my 15%, I also have complete control over that one's soul.
Which one are you pointing at?
The drummer.
The drummer.
The one who's dead? Oh, yeah. The one who you raised from the dead.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah, but he was a dick.
And therefore, I am a member of the band now.
Okay.
And the manager.
That's fine. With
What
us.
percentage do you get?
We haven't really worked that out yet.
Excellent. I shall draw papers immediately, which shall be signed in blood.
Okay.
Jenica,
I have ink.
to get you up to speed.
All right, then.
Last week last night, I'm sorry, time dilation does occur sometimes while piloting. Last night we were able to procure the services of this other rival group of performers. They
Why is he talking
failed
to the
in the
wolf?
battle of the bands, and as a result we, for lack of a better way of putting it, took over their souls through the wonderful work of Harzul.
I hear tell it talks. I don't believe it.
Okay.
They are quite fond, though, of Alpine Rose.
Okay.
Because she's the greatest musician of all time.
I mean, that's... Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We not hedging that at all. At all.
All right, then. Well,
When I want to, when I want to put to talk through Alpine Rose, do I do that, or do I have to spend the meta point?
No, you don't have to spend the money. You can pilot over here.
I can
It's
make
like-
her talk.
Yeah, it's a matter of where are you emanating from?
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you emanate through her, we'll hear you.
I understand. Okay.
All right.
Cheat your way to victory.
This is tech support. We are working on the issue. Please stand by. We are handling the issue as best we can. In the case of an emergency, we have had to disconnect the emergency disconnect, so please stand by.
Thank you.
Please stand by.
Thank you.
Please ST editor with hashtag meta
Oh, good. How many meltdowns do we have?
Just one right now.
Just one we have right now. Just
but
one.
how
Just one
many
little
do we
meltdown.
need?
Or it's part of one, I'm sorry. So it isn't there yet.
Ah, excellent.
Thank you very much, Chat.
All right. Yes. You are still in the room at the hotel. Inn, I guess. In the inn room.
In the inn.
After we've had some breakfast,
We leave the living band members here to hold down the fort and not leave under penalty of death. We then go to the unremarkable woods and hunt a deer with a magic blanket on its head.
do I get to kill it?
The blanket keeps that from being possible.
But if we take off the blanket,
I assume it can die.
Well, let's do that.
I like this plan.
All right.
What are we having for breakfast?
Well, it appears that Sister Opal has baked a loaf of bread in her helmet over the fire, but she's also eaten all of it.
That's less helpful.
She gave us some. Sorry. She's been up since like 4 a.m.
She gets up very early.
I'm gonna go forage a bit. Oh, we're in a town, aren't we?
We're in an inn.
We're in an inn. I could tell.
In West Haven, where he punched the ceiling through the church.
Fellow travelers, could we not go down to the restaurant in the inn?
You could.
Let's do that.
I don't eat.
Unless
I'm
it's time to
watching
leave.
my figure. That's not true. I ate the bread too.
Yeah, breakfast sounds good.
Okay, so you go down to the common room. Do you allow the living members of the band to come with you?
I think
They
it
are
would be-
they need to make themselves at home here because we don't know when we shall return from the unremarkable woods.
So is that a yes or a no?
It's a yes.
They get to come downstairs.
Yes, they have to have their strength.
All right.
Hashtag MetaMel down so. One to the left, one to the right.
Stand up, sit down, fight, fight, fight.
2 meltdowns now.
Oh God, it's only Monday.
I know.
All right, you go down to the common room, and there's some people having breakfast. Still more refugees and families of the bereaved who have come for the mass funeral that was held last night.
Should I serenade them and make them feel better?
You certainly could attempt that.
I would like to attempt that.
All right, so you're going to comfort a bunch of grieving people.
Yes.
With polka music.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that should make them feel great.
This is happening on
sorry about your dead mom. Hey!
I rolled a 24. So no. 2 12s.
Hard to do that much worse.
Okay, yeah, you completely fail to read the room, and it goes from first annoyance to then irritation to outright anger, and they start throwing stuff at you.
Oh, mosh pit!
Didn't get out the door. Didn't get out the door. All right, so yeah.
Chip, mosh! I'm very frail.
We could just leave. We don't have to fight them. We could just run.
I thought we were dancing.
Moshing? So, okay, so Harzul is moshing during breakfast. His gorilla-sized skeleton with another skull in its chest barges in through the stables, because apparently that's where you keep the undead.
And we begin slam dancing.
And they begin slam dancing, and the bereaved panic and rush out of the room, overturning tables, storming back up the stairs.
Good, we don't have to fight them.
No, the townsfolk are very destructive.
Leftovers.
Having had breakfast, we depart for the unremarkable woods.
Yes.
On to the unremarkable woods.
Free food, best food.
All right, so...
While Zell is not really in control of Zell, I want to kind of nip at her ankles to make her go the way she's supposed to go.
Okay.
Zell will do it then. Yeah.
Zell kind of kicks up her heels a bit. Stop it. Jesus, stop it. And you head off towards the unremarkable woods.
Yes.
Which apparently, asking just how far is that? It's about a 6-hour walk.
Are there any distinguishing features to the unremarkable woods that we'll notice when we're there?
It's kind of like a forested Nebraska, so no.
Hey, that's funny. That's where Arbor Day started. It always comes back to Arbor Day.
Why is that funny?
Because he wrote an Arbor Day song like 15 years ago.
Yeah. He was a journalist from Nebraska, and he thought the trees should be... Yeah, J. Sterling Morton.
Right, but I get that it happened. I don't understand why it's funny.
It's funny because he wrote a song about it 15 years ago, and we both were reminded of it in that moment.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a...
Nebraska with the trees.
This is an inside joke.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in the woods.
Professor
No, you're on your way to the woods. It's about a 6-hour walk.
Oh, we're walking there. We're not there yet.
Well, that's yet to be determined. I mentioned you were walking there, and then Chris asked me about any distinguishing features of the unremarkable woods, and I made a Nebraska joke, and then we dovetailed into obscure American holidays.
I'm walking.
So you're okay. So are you walking the 6 hours to the unremarkable woods?
We could jog, but I think walking is probably better. Yeah.
All right.
I could canter.
So. And you do not have any encounters on your way to the unremarkable woods, which you don't even realize you're there until you're kind of there because
they're unremarkable.
Yeah, you just go, oh, wow, okay. So here you are. Yeah.
All right. So now we have to all, us professional adventurers, need to go deer hunting.
Pretty much, yeah.
Can I sniff out deer?
I sure can't.
I can sniff out deer. Actually, Alice has better tracking than Umbra. So I'm gonna track as Alice. Is that alright?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I still didn't get it.
Okay. Would you like to try as Umbra?
Sure. gonna use the different dice because those ones are crap. Oh, that's much better.
Yes.
I got a 3.
Oh, there are deer in the woods.
There are deer.
In the woods.
Well, okay.
Snowball will also be trekking.
Okay. So,
Can you beat us?
have you entered the woods? Because the last I heard, you are standing at the edge of the woods trying to track deer.
We're looking for game trails to enter on.
Game trails to enter into the woods. Yes, you find a game trail.
Let's follow that.
All right.
Did I ever tell you?
This is where I kind of fall off.
about the time
Nature, it's all alive.
I fought a dozen deer and killed them all.
No, let's find the deer.
That was more or less the story.
Excellent story. I will put it into song at some point.
Oh, I don't believe her. I don't believe you.
Snowball's worth talking about, singing about.
Ode to Snowball.
Yes.
I'll put it on my list.
Yes, so you are in woods. And the woods are deeper now. Still
Unremarkably deep.
unremarkably deep. That's the thing that's weird about them is you thought that maybe the name of it was unremarkable because there's no distinguishing features about that. But once you're inside, you realize, wow, it's going to be super easy to get lost in here because there are no landmarks. There's almost nothing to distinguish where you've been, even. You don't have a sense of where you are.
So tracking a deer through these woods is going to be...
I'm going to make little notches in trees as we go.
Okay. Knowing you, you probably cut a tree down doing it.
Once or twice.
Alice is going to pull little tufts of wolf hair and leave them
Off
so
the
that we-
spectral wolf. Okay, so Umbra, someone is plucking hair off of your back.
But Umbra's okay with it. We've discussed.
Yeah, Zell will turn to Alice and say, yeah, Umbra doesn't really like that.
And then Alice will explain that it's, to help us not get lost, and Umbra will be like, okay.
Sure. All right, so you start marking the trees. I'm amused that that is how a party with an intelligent dog is marking its trees.
By tearing
the hair off the dog, not
I could
anything
pee on
else.
it, but
Yes, you could. In fact, that's how they normally mark things.
as a woman, I don't think about urinating on trees.
Well, you are missing
missing
out.
True that.
Fine, Umbra will pee on all the trees.
All right,
Not all, just the
all
ones
of the
that-
trees.
On the way, that she will pee. He will pee on remarkable-looking trees.
Okay, so Umbra leaves a spectral whiz trail through
Yes.
the woods as you press deeper into the unremarkable woods. And you've gone for a while and you still have no real sense of where you are. And it strikes you that the hunter back in the inn who said he had shot the deer and seemed to know these woods really well. In
Would have
fact,
been
they
a
were his
great
hunting
person
ground.
to take along.
Would have been a great person to talk to or bring. But you know what? That's right. You scared the shit out of him at breakfast and he ran out. That's, man.
She shouldn't have started a concert.
Shouldn't have started a concert, yeah.
I
It
was
just
trying to
occurred
help.
to me we could have used that hunter.
Yeah.
Well, we will be just fine on our own.
Do we really think that?
I do.
Sentient rabbit, sentient dog, wolf.
So who
I
here can
apologize.
hunt? And yet you're raising your paw instead of hunting.
Okay, I go hunt.
All right.
I will too.
Okay, you go hunt. I assume, what are the rest of you, the bards ask, would you like us to make base camp here?
That would be lovely.
All right.
and tea.
Since Alice has
Did anyone bring any stuff?
We brought all our stuff.
Okay.
since Alice has wilderness tracking, I think she's going to come along on the hunt.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yes.
Zell will hang out at the campsite because she's lazy.
How does the wolf not have wilderness tracking?
The wolf has. I just have a target 12 for all of my skills, and that
Oh,
includes that. But it's just not as good as Alice's 14. Because math. Do you need
Right.
a roll for hunting?
Yes. I mean, you're really good at tracking the chosen one, but never in the quest you were created and tasked with did you think you would actually be hunting deer. You don't need to eat.
No.
You don't migrate. You don't have pups to feed. You just need to follow the chosen one and make sure she goes on to her destiny. So it's not really your fault that you don't know how to track a deer through its habitat.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I beat my survival by 8.
Okay, yeah, you pick up on the scent of deer. Also, lots of deer pellets.
We follow you. Don't eat that.
Fresh deer this way.
That was gross.
That was hideous.
So are we going with you, or do we stay here? I'll come.
I mean, it's one deer. We should be able to take it.
I'll come and I'll watch.
There may be more than one deer in these woods.
What? Who said that? I'll kill you.
We only care
Sorry,
about
says
the
Tittles.
Wait, Tittles, how do you know these things? Are you a woodsman?
I grew up near the woods.
Ah, a true forest crafter.
That's not a thing.
Isn't it?
No?
Could we ask him to help us?
I think you could just tell him.
Me?
Yes, Tittles, you.
Okay, what do I
Could you help us?
I'm going to.
I mean, I'm pretty good at playing the panpipes.
That's true. He's very good.
Hashtag system shock because I feel like Matt needs to have a little fun.
Thank you.
Well, does the panpipe attract? I mean, music is wonderful, but does it attract a deer, perhaps?
No. I'm saying that's my skill. I can play the flute and other
One
woodwinds,
meta point?
Yes.
including the panpipes. But I know that there are deer in woods.
Do you want to help us?
What can I do?
We're tracking deer, and we want to hunt one. A very specific one.
A very specific one.
Uh-huh.
What's specific about it?
It has a blanket?
On its head.
Well, if you don't know which deer it is, maybe you should track the blanket.
Oh.
How does...
How do we track a blanket?
This is why it's important to have your band around at all times. Rock and rollka.
Didn't you want to get rid of the band during breakfast?
No, I wanted to leave them so they'd be safe and practice for our next gig.
That's not the impression I got.
Should we finish setting up camp?
Certainly. Set up camp. So we track the blanket.
Right, how do we track a blanket?
Do we do that?
It's a very powerful magical artifact.
Does it smell?
It smells like magic.
Who might it smell like? Snowball?
Amalia.
I can track it. I can track it.
Roll the bones.
I can track it.
All right, yes. That way. About 4 miles.
If Zell stays at the camp, will Umbra just keep rubber banding back to her?
No, I can do it.
Does Zell need to come? Zell will come with.
I can do it at will. If I trust that, well, I could.
There's more comedy if Zell comes with. Zell comes with.
Okay.
Yes, I do have to give them hints or they never will finish this quest. Remember, this is the actual terminus of the original quest. We've extended it by 50%. This team, I'm hoping they're kind of like the Seahawks in the fourth quarter. Because
Oh, you mean where we try and run it in even though we could just... Never mind.
No, or we do nothing for 3
Let's
quarters
pass.
and
tier. Right. Okay. Yes. So
We track the blanket.
4 miles and you track the blanket. So you're leaving. So they're like, should we move camp now or? Okay. Bye.
We're following a deer blanket. We'll be back later.
I don't know what that means.
We don't either.
Stay!
I can't hear you, doggy.
Just don't die.
Oh, right. Just don't die. Okay. So you leave the the band.
Yeah, except Dale!
Rumble through the woods. Here comes your gorilla, Skelly.
That's what he sounds like.
That is indeed what he sounds like.
I think we average about every other episode where that happens.
I can knock something down too, so you don't.
I've done it twice this one, though.
So
Once was
ridiculous.
just during the credits.
Right. Well, I can understand how that would happen. You're so constrained over there, claustrophobic. Okay, so continuing through the woods, you they actually begins to gain a bit of elevation, and you hear in the distance the rushing of water. Well, now you have found a distinguishing feature.
It's remarkable.
Yes.
That's suspicious.
And come upon a little bit as the few rocks start poking through the soil. It looks like you're heading into the foothills, whatnot. Not the bullshit foothills, but different hills, whatnot.
Let's be honest. Tittles is the true hashtag chosen of the campaign.
Oh, chat, you're choosing all the owns in this campaign.
Thank you, chat.
Yes, thank you.
Chat.
So, yes, and you see there's a bit of a river here. River, stream, it's something in between. Someone have knowledge local or geography?
Wilderness survival.
I have a 12 for all things.
Okay.
Navigation forest.
Oh, I got 5.
Yeah, it's the Slim Ribbon.
Slim ribbon?
The Slim Ribbon. It's a little stream that starts up in the foothills and whatnot. There's a little lake, wends down through the woods, feeds a couple of villages. It's unremarkable.
Okay. Which way is the blanket?
And that's when you see it. Standing on a stone, drinking from the water, is a majestic buck. Muscular as all hell, you're not exactly sure. At least a 14-pointer with a duvet cover sized thing basically hanging in front of its eyes, trying to drink. And it keeps flicking its head and it falls right back, and it flicks its head and it falls right back.
I try to talk to it. We can help you with that!
There's no reply.
I hate when people don't understand me.
I would like to start silently moving towards it.
Okay, you're about... How far away are you? You're about 80 yards away from it at this point.
Umbra's gonna go behind, like, down, like...
Downwind?
I don't know if it's down or up, whichever they can't smell me, because
Downwind.
I assume, yes.
Yes.
I assume that the deer would be frightened
stealth by 9.
the wolf.
Beat stealth by 9, so let's see if the deer...
Notices the bunny.
Okay, so the deer, at one point you start stealthing up, it looks up, and then again seems startled. There's a blanket hanging there and can't see shit. Maybe it heard you. But it seems more alert now. But again, it's staring at a sunburst design with rainbows and clouds. And you notice, well, a rendition of a stuffed animal. Umbra, you can see it now too.
Okay.
It is clearly the starburst of Theron on this blanket.
Yes.
Rainbows, clouds,
Yes.
and what looks like a stuffed rabbit.
Oh. You look upset. Why are you upset?
Why are you nodding?
It's hers.
Make a mind check.
I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Failed by 9.
Whoa.
See, the thing about barbarian characters is a general assumption that they're just always ready to explode into rage. That's true, but it's a part of a wider issue, which is they have no emotional control. And the wave of sadness and sorrow that breaks against you. And the deer.
I miss you so much.
The deer straightens up, turns, bounds headfirst into a tree.
So you didn't know we watched your silly show, Kristen? You're not amused. Here's a hashtag chosen of, hoping that Matt isn't against you. Sincerely, the Seahawks.
Hey!
Go Hawks!
I hope you're doing well. I tell you, there is nothing I'd rather be doing on a Monday night than playing with a half of a group. Certainly not watching Monday Night Football with those same Seattle Seahawks in the playoff hunt. Anyway,
Is it going as well as our deer hunt?
probably. Richard Sherman's on the IR for both.
Yeah!
Yeah. So the deer hears Snowball start to wail, turns, runs straight into a tree, dents the tree, shakes its head like that was a neck-breaking thing. You saw it do the accordion neck thing, and then snap right back, and it's fine. And it bounds forward into the river, bounds out of the river, like what the hell happened, and is now standing there, startled, still with the thing over its head.
I can incapacitate a target, right?
You're really botching your stealth roll, mate.
Alright,
The rest of the group catches up. You're about 50 yards away from the.
I'm gonna incapacitate him.
How?
As Alice. Incapacitate a single target for X rounds. X equal to the number by which the target roll was bested.
Don't suck.
I got a 9, so he has to roll.
All right, roll it, Chris.
He got a 9.
Okay, so
defensive check, I failed by 3.
Oh.
so the blubbering stops. You're able to role play how you calm him down.
It's all right. You have to learn how to manage your emotions. You have to be able to take what happens and rationalize it with your brain so that it can be okay. You can understand that later it will feel different. So it's okay right now to be sad, but you don't need to be this sad.
Or if it's becoming unmanageable emotionally, you could always, I don't know, switch avatars to one that doesn't cry so easily.
No, you're all right.
Or talks, where everyone can hear.
Please calm down. Thank you.
I don't even know if they heard me.
It was in the middle of a session.
Why are you shaking your head at me, dog?
The dog isn't talking, it was Alice. Alice was comforting
keep up.
I don't have a thing.
You didn't. What? You are a confusing person, dog.
What has Opal been doing during this time?
Oh, following behind, you know.
She's there now. Again, bag of silverware coming through the woods.
Right.
Shing, shing, shing.
Ooh. Trying to see what everyone else is. Is there a deer? I haven't seen the deer. But I can't really switch avatars right now.
No, that's true. So
yes, at one point we may need it for something.
So deer is spooked, but in the time that it's moved, has run headfirst into a tree and then fallen in the lake again, or river, and is now just kind of holding out for nothing, maybe trying to do the T-Rex defense.
So, you know, you could soothe it with that song.
Yes, I could soothe the deer with a song.
Right.
Yes, I could do that.
Uh-huh, and then the sneaky one, if you can keep from crying, could...
Oh, wait.
Or you, Zell?
Hey, deer.
Maybe we don't talk to the deer right now.
Zell can speak with animals. You want that off your head?
Who said that?
You can't see me. You've got a human blanket.
You're a predator.
Yeah. I mean,
you admit. It turns and runs into the woods.
Damn it!
I bite him.
So use plant growth.
So, Zell...
Okay, roll initiative.
What were you and the deer talking about?
I thought I could just convince it to let us take the blanket. I mean, it just wants to see again.
Well, what did you say?
I told it that we were here to help. We were friendly. That we are deer
And then you said,
aficionados.
yes, we are, and then it ran.
Yeah, I said, yes, we are deer aficionados.
A quick group therapy session would be helpful, or just a group pep talk. Or just plain. Hashtag Metaverse.
All right.
Thanks,
so,
Chad.
let me have those initiative rolls.
I mean, that
Do
was
you
its
want
question.
an initiative roll for each of our avatars?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay. Umbra is a 27,
Oof.
and frickin' Alice is a 13.
Okay. You're laughing at Opal, aren't you? How bad did she roll?
Oh, no, not bad at all.
Oh.
Actually, she did fine. She rolled a 19 plus 6, so 25 for
Oh.
Opal.
Ah!
And then
Shit.
Harzul got an 11 plus... Oh, yeah, so he only got a 22.
Only.
30 for Zell and 19 for Snowball.
Okay. Zell, you win initiative. The deer turns to bolt through the woods, but hasn't gone yet.
Plant growth.
All right. It's standing on the edge of a riverbank.
All the plants along the edge to try and create a wall that it can't get through.
All right, roll it.
I rolled very well.
Okay, how well?
I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4. Okay, so the scrub grass at the edge of the riverbank wraps up one ankle of the deer, tripling in size.
It was a thing. I did a thing.
It was a thing, and
it worked.
It worked. I mean, you're away from the trees and the big grabby things.
Can someone else just deal with this deer?
It was good to try to use your destiny.
Hashtag
thanks.
Metaverse time.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, chat.
The deer. Let's see. That was Umbra. That was Zell. Now it is no Umbra. Your move.
Okay, I can also talk to the deer, right?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I'd like. Okay. So I'm trying to talk to the deer. Hey, deer. I know that she said she was a predator, but she just meant she was a human. We don't want to hurt you.
Human? Hunter?
No.
Ah!
No.
You're a wolf!
No.
You're not a wolf?
Spiritual wolf. I don't need to eat.
You admit it!
I don't need to eat. I have been food free for a long time. Please, we just want to help you.
It's effective diet, the no food diet. It's actually...
We just want to help you. Please let us help you. We just want to take the blanket off your head.
I'm not falling for that again, wolf.
How about we make it so we can clean your eyes? Can we clean your eyes?
With your teeth and tongue? No! Wolf! You people ate my dad!
I did not eat your dad.
Are you just barking at the deer? I don't understand what's... She doesn't know what's going on either. Why is the puppy barking at the deer? I'm terribly confused. Well, since the wolf may be in trouble, I suppose I'll shield it.
Okay, Opal casts shield around the wolf.
I don't know what you're saying, but I'll protect you.
It goes back to you. Yeah, so the wolf, who is trying to show that it's no threat to the deer, becomes magically shielded from harm.
I can't hear.
Opera goes like this.
The deer goes and manages to break through the
Scrub grass.
chain of lichen holding it in place. And it turns and, well, actually, it still doesn't know which direction it's going, so we take out the directional die. And plunges into the river. And then immediately seems startled that it's in the river. You ever
Now it has a wet blanket stuck to its
Now it has a wet blanket stuck to its head, yeah. So it's adhering now, kind of like a mask.
Can it breathe?
Apparently.
All right.
But it's panicked. In deer, you just hear it going, oh shit, oh, ah!
I wanted to help you, man.
Bring it on, I'll kick you. I will hoop you so hard, Wolfman. You and your wolf shield.
Don't want to hurt you.
Bring it on. I'll stag team you.
I'm just gonna growl.
No, I think that was. You can feel good about that one.
It's not an intelligent, very intelligent creature. Its
I
puns
will
are very.
buck you up.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Right. All right. So the deer is floundering in the stream. Snowball. It's unfortunate. No, Harzul. It's your turn, Harzul.
Well, I don't want to exacerbate the situation too much, but I would like to be sneaky and see if I can get up close to the deer while it's shouting at these two.
All right, roll.
I don't know what else to do.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to fireball it. By all accounts, that probably won't work.
You're still considering it, though.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Okay. So you're also moving on your turn.
But it is venison.
So are you doing, just because the turn order does matter in this case, are you moving before you order your skeletal minions around?
I'm moving before I order my skeletal minions around.
Good to know.
And I'm going to get, how close can I get to the deer in a move action?
Well, it jumped into the water, so it's about 40 yards away.
Yeah.
40 yards.
Over uneven terrain, but you're close to the riverbank. I mean, you can get into the river if you chose.
Okay. That's so I can get almost to it.
Almost to it. I remember how well you did last time you were in the water.
Oh, yes.
Didn't fireball the cave, though. That was... Well, you kind of did with the exploding barrel.
Well, yeah, okay. That was...
Yes, thank you, imp in my head. You point out that the hunter specifically stated that the shot arrow bounced off the deer. That seems like an important detail. I'm glad you caught on to that.
I understood it as well. But I would like to...
Jesus, this side of the table looks like Disney-themed porn. Sorry, I can fight back too. All right, you were saying. Want to celebrate my own birthday? See, it's funny.
But what about body drain? I'm gonna give that a try.
Okay.
I'm not trying to harm it, just weaken it.
What's the range on that?
30 feet?
30 feet. So yes, you are close enough to do that.
Well, no, it's target. It just says target.
Just target? Okay, well, so roll your body drain.
So I'm assuming line of sight, but
Yeah.
I'm not going to apologize for that one later. I'm going to do it now. I'm so sorry. You are lovely people.
What are you doing now?
Apologizing for my horrid joke earlier.
Oh, that's fine.
I didn't think it was bad.
It was horrid, and you were aghast.
We were aghast.
Aghast, I say.
That wasn't your best work, but I mean...
No, not even.
Totally.
I'm not bringing my A material on a holiday week.
I made my roll.
You made your roll. Okay, you begin to drain. Here's the thing. Normally, I mean, it's. If you had, they diagrammed this for you in anatomy and whatnot. Like there's so much. It's actually into the sort of the.
How much reflex? How much
necromantic
absorbs?
algebra is very important because you don't want to, try to drain 300 necrojoules out of a target that only has 5 necrojoules because you've created then 25 negative necrojoules that have to be drawn from somewhere.
Instant dust.
Right, exactly. So you've got to use a correct amount of drain based on the mass of the target. It's actually one of the places where you don't think that so much math would be involved in necromancy, but you have to be able to sort of guesstimate the total body mass of the subject that you're trying to drain. In a way, it's kind of like taking x-rays in the olden days, is you got to worry about thickness, amplitudes of your wavelength, and all that, because if you get it wrong, you're just going to blow it all out. Anyway, you got very good at that. It's one of the things you were very good at. You could get to within a necrojoule half the time, which is pretty impressive. But you can always tell when the battery's going down, right? Mm-hmm. You're drawing off of this thing. It's a regular deer, so it's like 11, 12, 15 maybe, because it's in the prime of its life. And the moment you pull the first 5 out of it, it replenishes. You pull another 5 out of it, and it replenishes. You pull another 5 out of it, and it replenishes. So basically, it's like you plugged into a wall socket.
But if I make friends with this thing, I have a permanent battery for my heat.
Well, at the same time, you have just drained, let's see, how long would you, did you leave the connection?
I'll do it for the round, so I'm basically doing, what is it, it says right here, 15 hit points.
Okay, so you have, 15 hit points, so you have...
A small token, #hack contribution. Certainly not measured in necro and terajoules. Who wants to be the very best again?
You have drained 30 necrojoules worth of energy into your aura that you have to get rid of somehow.
Expend.
Yes.
Very well.
Or you're going to go off like a firecracker in about a turn.
Oh, that's bad.
Yes. Well, again, this energy has to go somewhere.
Very well.
I mean, you can just dissipate it. You can do the thing that you guys always did in first year, which was you'd fart.
Yeah.
and kill anything against the wall. It's a standard.
Maybe, but if I did a low level spell that gets rid of some of it.
Yeah, but you're in woods. You're killing something with this energy.
You're right. Corrupt water. I'm standing in a river, right?
You are standing in a river. Yeah.
It'll move downstream. Everything will be fine.
Except for all the people that are
yes,
drinking
because
it
poisoning a
downstream.
river never has danger downstream. Yes.
Well, I can only corrupt a few dozen cubic feet of water.
That's true. What was the formula of necrojoules to cubic feet of water? Doesn't matter.
30, you said. Oh, God. Okay, no, that's a lot.
That's a lot, yeah.
This is going to be a bad river for a while.
What about the people?
They're unremarkable. Most of them are NPCs.
That's right. They only have names if we ask for them.
Again, Nebraska. They don't have technology there.
All right. That's what I do this round. I had to corrupt the
So
river.
you pull a bunch of energy and then you corrupt it into the river. So
where was I going to put it?
That's very true. So you see Harzul do his evil thing and then kind of look surprised and then basically ground that energy into the river you're standing in or standing near.
Right.
And a whole bunch of dead fish and crayfish go downstream.
That's very upsetting.
Too bad I can't hear you.
No, I'm Alice right now.
I don't see that flipped.
Do I have to flip it to talk through her? I thought you
No,
said
you
I
can
could
talk as Alice, but if you want to, it's a matter of if you take damage and whatnot, which form is taking the damage.
I got it.
Which one is Jenica in?
Yeah, Jenica's
Jenica is in Umbra. Right
in
now.
Umbra, but I can talk.
Yes,
So
you
you
could
can hear me.
jump bodies to Alice.
Yeah.
But or you just take the hood off and then, which is your signal to be Jenica.
Yeah.
or
I just
whatever.
wanted to talk as Alice, that it's upsetting to her. Is that, am I doing it right?
I think so.
Okay, you're in charge.
We just made this up today.
All right.
This is.
The boss says it's okay.
You don't want to mess this up. You would be reversing 80 minutes worth of tradition.
Yeah, sorry.
So you want to talk to?
I just said that it was upsetting.
It was upsetting.
That's
okay.
Okay.
A conquer, capture AKA, Pokeball descends in a pillar of light from the heavens. Hashtag hack attack contribution.
Oh,
Oh, thank you.
thank you, chat.
That's lovely.
Thanks, Jeff. It looks like we may have just hit a hack attack.
Oh
Not
boy.
Not quite yet.
Not quite.
I'm working on it, but someone
I
just did
think-
another one.
Oh, then maybe
The
that.
deer looks over at the party and shouts, "Why are you all wanting to kill me?" Especially that horrible-looking bunny.
You can't see me. Bunny can't see. No, bunny. The rat, deer. That's the right animal. Oh,
Right.
you can't see me, deer.
Can't see. But it does yell.
Thank you, Chad.
Yes. Did that happen? I can't tell.
Yes,
Was that the
one
hack
did.
attack?
The first one they're still working on. The
Okay.
second one, yes.
So that was the hack attack right now.
Yes, it was the deer. Something happened with the deer.
The deer looks out over the party and shouts, "Why are you all wanting to kill me? Especially that horrible-looking bunny." In perfect, clear English. Something about the shift in the Arcanosphere with all the necro jewels drained out of the live source that is the deer disrupted the flow of stuff.
Metaversal energy was
That's
corrupted.
it. Metaversal energy was corrupted, thus allowing the deer to speak on a wavelength you all understood, to which it said, "Why are you all trying to kill me, even that horrid bunny?" Which it could tell you were because it can hear very well still. So the deer drops the B word.
Oh, bunny! Crap, that's my trigger.
Roll your mind check.
I
No.
missed
Amalia.
by tomorrow. I missed
Okay.
by space and time.
You missed, so you will rage on your next turn.
Oh, I used the wrong die. I'm still gonna miss by bad. Yeah, still missed by.
Okay, so you go in rage, you get to act on your next turn, so it was Harzul, next up is fucking Snowball.
Oh no. Oh, I was just going to jump on its back and try to ride it.
Can't do that anymore.
Well, I can do part of it.
Well, let's see what happens.
Oh, is it Snowball turn?
It is actually your turn now.
Ah, I will leap. I've got a 100-meter leap.
You have a 100-meter leap.
Yep. So
All right, roll that shit.
So I will. I should be good.
Okay, you leap towards the deer. Let's see if it hears you coming.
Okay. My goal is to land on it and throttle its skinny neck.
Nope. You land on the deer,
Great.
and you make an attack roll.
Still make it because I'm raging.
Yes. Okay, so you grab this neck that should give. You can feel your fingers and claws as they would normally shred through loam and sandstone, and as you dig your burrow, they should be piercing, and you should be feeling the comforting flow of blood and heart pulse spewing out all over your fur. But it's almost like pressing on Umbra, but harder. It's you can't break through the neck. So Snowball is atop the spectral deer.
the sound. Make the cracking sound.
It's not making the cracking sound. And it's only making you angrier.
Is it my turn?
You can keep gurgling until I find whose turn it is. That's when it's not your turn yet, it's the troll's turn.
There's trolls?
Wait, what?
Yeah, lumbering down from upstream. You see a big, ugly, green troll looking down and like,
Bigger than an ogre?
Bigger than an ogre. It's got a big sickle that it's dangling a bunch of fish from.
No reason. Just asking.
Scratches that thing like, and then it makes a grab for the deer.
What?
But misses. Rose.
All right. I have a raging rabbit.
You have a raging rabbit.
And a raging troll.
Well, the troll's not raging yet. It seems more confused.
All right. Can I get... okay, I can charm a person. Can I charm the rabbit so that he can go from hostile to merely indifferent?
Good quote. You can attempt that, certainly.
All right.
I'm glad you appreciate that. It does say I can change hostility ratings from hostile to merely indifferent.
So I beat it by 5.
Cool. I'll let you roll a defense on this because you wouldn't want to be so easily charmed. Okay.
I missed my defense by 11.
The rabbit is goes from trying to choke the deer to death to merely holding the deer in a headlock, I guess would be.
Oh, good to see you.
And you're like, dude, let me go, dude.
Bro. Let's get some beer there.
All right, so yes, you have fascinated the murderous rabbit.
Yes. That was my goal.
Okay. And you have succeeded.
Yes.
We go back to the top of the round. Zell.
Oh, that's me. The hat. Right. Yeah. So this troll
Yes.
reached for...
It reached for the blanket. It reached for the deer, but it was moving around too much.
Gotcha.
#habitat, because you gotta catch them all, or at least just the one.
Zell will... Thank you, chat.
Thank you, Chad.
Almost pull out a pair of knives and say, fine. And will, the troll seem aggressive?
Troll seems still kind of bewildered. Like, it just got up and was wondering what the hell is going on out here.
Excuse me, the blanket and the deer are ours. If you could please move along, that'd be great. Thank you. Okay, I'll throw my daggers at it.
All right.
See, now that time I knew what you were doing.
I will make the first roll by 10.
Okay.
Whoa.
Crit. And I'll miss the second one.
Okay. So you crit it. What? How much damage is that?
110.
Woo! Okay, so you get it like right up in the throat there. It goes up, claws at the dagger in its throat.
So again, if you could move along, that would be great.
Gout. Snowball's watching. He's like, "Why your neck not do this?" Oh, sad face.
Uh-oh.
Murder face.
I'm going to write about this in my blog.
I have jumping 100 meters, so I'd like to very quickly jump and steal the blanket.
Okay, so you're going to jump towards. So this will be 2 rolls. First is basically the acrobatics or the jump roll to get within striking distance, and then an attack roll
To steal the
at a -2 because it's happening in the same round to try to latch onto the blanket. All right.
I'm going to spend some meta points.
All right.
2, in fact. So now that both of them move?
Oh, just one of them moves.
Just one of them moves. Oh god, it's so confusing. All right. Okay.
All right.
So this is the jump.
Yes.
Yeesh.
Failed. But you know what? I have 2 rerolls. No, that's a 7 and an 8. I failed. I have 2 rerolls, so I'm gonna do another one. That's much better. I got a 4.
Okay, so you leap, you clear, you're heading towards your bound stagward.
Yes.
You can see the sunburst getting larger. Make your attack roll.
Ooh, that's a 4.
A 4. You latch onto it, and you are now hanging from the blanket. So I would like you
I'm at least
to picture, if you will, a see-through gelatinous spectral wolf dangling from a child's blanket.
With my teeth or my claws?
Which ones grab onto things?
Both.
No!
Just teeth?
Think about how
Oh, I'm not going to finish that thought.
Her dogs at home,
Wow.
in her defense, have thumbs.
Well,
it's true.
do your dogs meow
They make
and
coffee
claw
for
the
us in the morning.
furniture?
It's fantastic.
No.
Okay. So that you're
That's why we
dangling.
did the Disney get up already.
Disney got up. So you're dangling from the which is a fun game, by the way. If this works or not, Umbra's having fun. Opal.
Oh, that's me. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you, son. Well, it appears that our wolf friend is in a bit of a bind. And that poor deer. Both ways.
Poor dear. Just
I like how you did that.
And the evil troll is trying to eat them both, so I'm going to save the deer. I will charge full speed at them and pick up the deer and run away with it.
all right. You do have the belt of strength.
Also, I have 2 words for you.
So you charge the deer, atop which is the rabbit trying to strangle it, and dangling from its antlers is
I'm
the
going
wolf
to spend a meta point.
in front of the bewildered troll.
Ha-ha! Now I roll better dice. Come on, sweeties, I'll take you out for ice cream.
Very different.
That's right.
8 and 1 is 9. What is my melee attack? Is unarmed is 15. So
Oh.
I win.
So you beat it by 7. So Opal just bull rushes into the stream,
Picks up the deer and runs out of the street.
picks up the deer. So you're carrying this stag, which is lighter than it looks. Oh, but then again, you're buff as hell.
Right.
And you carry it past the bewildered troll with the wolf dangling, Snowball having fun, bouncing on the back, and take it to the other side of the river where you are out of breath.
Suck on these fun bags, troll face.
Pax, do not make that a shirt. The deer.
Oh, wait, no, I need a moment for that one.
I can still taste that one. The deer.
That was in honor of Maggie. It's just,
Yes, that was pretty amazing. The deer fails to, shakes its head but fails to throw you.
Yay!
Also fails to buck you off.
oh, stop squirming. We're getting to the bath one way or another.
It's like spring break. Oh.
All right, so the deer fails, and those who can understand it, which are Zell and
Arzul
and
can
Tudon,
comprehend all
it's
languages.
basically just yelling, dude, 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 dude,
If you can
dude.
Bro.
Bruh. Now it is Harzul's turn.
Excellent. I see you've brought a troll to our party. Fireball!
When one designs encounters, one has a plan for how the events will unfold. One balances the encounter for how one expects the encounter will unfold. One is not a very good encounter designer. Roll damage.
I still have to attack.
So I have to attack. Fine.
Matt, don't worry. It's almost the holidays. Christmas is coming. I will totally make that shirt for you. Don't worry.
Suck on these fun bags.
These fun bags. Troll face.
Troll face.
Gamers 4, suck on these fun bags. Troll face.
The electric boogaloo.
Electric boogaloo.
Yeah.
Oh shit! 5.
Oh yeah. That's good.
Okay.
Which even Harzul will hit with a 5.
Okay, this encounter's over anyway. So the troll is still kind of, and
Boom, shalakalaka.
you get the little pea-sized pellet into the troll's mouth, and you can see the geyser for miles
You
as
see,
troll flesh erupts, flaming in all directions.
Well, that is also disturbing.
trolls do not like fire. Oh, except for fire trolls. They like them.
That is the notable
I
exception.
still don't think a fire troll would enjoy that.
Well, I don't know for sure.
What's the deer doing?
The deer is still bucking and trying to get away.
So you're on top of it, you're hanging from it, and Opal is holding it.
The troll's dead. No ball.
Try to pull off the blanket.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Will actually fail with the first attack.
Okay, you're making an attack. You grab it. That's not hard. It's the trying to rip it off. It's like you
14
break.
points.
It should break its neck. Like it goes the opposite direction, but then springs right back in.
Second try makes it by 8,
Okay.
and third try makes it by nothing.
Okay. So you get it off of 2 of the 14 points.
Damn it.
With the first attack.
Progress.
And 1 with the second one. So you have 11 points to go.
Oh, shit.
It's a 14-pointer.
Yeah.
Dear, I'm going to break your neck when this is over if you don't give me the blanket. Except I'm indifferent towards you right now. Damn it.
Rose.
I'm thinking. Okay. I'm assuming I can only do one of my powers per round.
That is
unless
correct.
you-
One move, one action.
Right. I just wanted to verify. Okay, I have performing arts. I have skills in performing arts.
Okay.
And in the performing arts, there are a lot of wardrobe changes. And quick changes are especially important in performing arts.
Very true.
And so I am very adept at removing fabric quickly. So I would like to use a performing arts roll to try to off the blanket.
What was the verb you used there? I just didn't
And
know
the
if it was-
flowers are still standing. All right.
love that.
Okay, I'll say make this roll at a -2.
Okay. I beat it by 4.
Okay, so Rose runs across the river, grabs an edge of the thing, and then does this amazing sort of that, and whips it off 4 more points.
Yes.
So it's you can see now, but now the deer has 1 eye free,
Oh.
and it can see you. 9 points to go.
Wait, no, I still don't. I'm still indifferent.
Zell!
I want to stab it.
It's the third round, and once it gets its head free, it starts bucking again.
Yeah.
It starts bucking again, and it doesn't let it. And it wait a second. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
The sunburst in the blanket starts glowing,
That's bad.
Oh.
and with a concussive thump, meta meltdown.
Oh. Well, that's exciting.
Well, that
Who are
is
we going to
exciting.
be?
All right.
We could be anyone.
Give your main character 1 step to the left, and your additional character
so
1
we're
step to the
system
right. Sorry, system. Whichever one makes you switch characters.
Meltdown.
That's the meltdown.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So,
So,
So your main goes 1 to the left.
yes.
Your
So,
alt goes 1 to the right.
okay, so you've got Snowball. and
I'm
you've
the bad guy.
Yes.
and I'm the other bad guy.
So I've got.
I'm Zell
Yeah,
and
you're Zell and Harzul.
Harzul.
And
I've got Umbra and Opal.
I've got Snowball and
Rose.
Here.
I should also let the team know. Apparently, Mr. Larry Dixon won the song giveaway, and I think we're all screwed when he asks for his waffle.
Oh dear. So, not only did that trigger the meta meltdown, but everyone roll for your characters. Make a defense roll to avoid taking some damage from the pulse.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh wait, that's I get to roll 8s for that one. And 12s for the other one.
I beat the one for Harzul,
Okay.
Oh.
and I critted the one for Zell.
Oh, nice.
She's
Okay, so you're
she's
fine.
She's in fine shape. Alpenrose is good.
Oh.
Good. Okay.
And Snowball has to roll
Snowball will fail.
itchy bitchy dices. Snowball will fail. It's what is it, a DCV? Oh, it's 6. That's like Kid Titan bad.
Yep.
Oh no!
Snowball succeeds.
No!
Snowball fails.
Oh yeah.
Snowball goes flying onto the bank, off of the back of the deer, smacks himself for 30 damage.
Oh.
How about you, Odes?
Made them both.
Made them both. So only Snowball goes flying. So Umbra goes blasting out, but holds on and is dangling now, penduluming back and forth. And Opal, who came to play, is still holding on to the deer at the midsection. Umbra, your
Just
move.
calm down.
Umbra, your move. You look like the lamest wrestler in history right now. I'm the furry.
Oh God.
I'm furious.
There we go. Feel the furiosity.
Yeah. I'm by furious. No, furious.
He's just
by curious.
yeah, no.
I ruined the
Technically,
joke.
he's just cosplaying as Baron Corbin.
Umbra will. We're still trying to get the blanket, aren't we?
Yes.
Let's look at the character.
Still
After 4
episodes. The original group did this adventure in 8 hours.
You tell us every episode.
Every 8 hours. 8 goddamn hours.
Just continue to try to rip off the blanket.
All right. Make an attack roll.
Fail first attack. Make second attack by 4.
Okay, so another point comes off. All right. 8 to go.
This is warm. I like it.
Opal.
Oh, I get to go back to back. Let's see now. Your others. Oh, so many things. I would like. Do I have my breath back?
Yes.
I would like to charge the wolf, or if I'm still holding the wolf, and start pulling off blanket.
Okay. You're still holding the stag. You can start pulling off blanket. Yes.
You get
First,
2 attacks.
I know. I will fail with the first, and I will crit the second.
Okay, so
by
2 more
11.
points come free. And now it's no, it's still only got 1 eye free, so we can see you now. Still, that was Opal. The deer gets to move. It's going to try to. Now that it can see you, so you're holding on the side. The wolf is dangling directly in front of it. Sees the wolf, screams in a way that I don't need to, and
Louder.
basically tries to throw you. Make a defense roll to avoid getting tossed.
No. Made it by 3.
Okay, you get some whiplash. You're in your spirit self, but you're still holding on, and then the deer seems more and more panicked. It made an attack roll. It tries to bolt
chosen
again.
one.
It's going to try to jump back up the riverbank, but you're holding it in place. Make an opposed. You make an attack roll. It'll make an attack roll.
Oh,
Your Opal attacks.
oh, Opal's gonna win. Opal will
Can you
make
beat a
it.
6?
No.
Okay, so the deer does break free from Opal and leaps back up onto the bank, but Umbra is still hanging from the blanket. Umbra has not let go. Harzul.
There is no dignity in this job.
Harzul!
Harzul.
I'm so sorry.
Tis
Right.
not me, I haven't got to go this round.
Sorry.
None of me's.
None of yours.
These have
You'll probably go
gone
back to back, though.
I thought Snowball went at the top.
No,
He
still
did-
all
he-
at the lowest.
Oh, okay.
I rolled really low.
Zell goes at the top.
Right.
Can I reinstate the troll and then command it?
Well, there's really only legs left.
Could I reinstate the legs and then command them?
Well, normally you need a nerve cluster to route your will through, but trolls are large enough that they have a secondary cluster like a dinosaur near the base of the spine, so theoretically...
Excellent.
You guys did some interesting experiments with troll legs and electrical currents back at the Necro Academy, so...
I think those troll legs are evil, and I can use them later.
All right.
So I'd like to do that.
Oh, okay.
But Chippendale.
I can have both, can't I?
No.
I can't have both? I want all the things.
What if he grafted the troll legs onto the rest of the thing you've got so far?
Well, there you go.
That's acceptable.
Chip might like
I mean, in the middle of a fight, it's batshit stupid. But
Later on.
but later on,
But
yes.
I only have a limited time, don't I? On last 1 minute, within 10 minutes?
Around is 6 seconds, which just takes us an hour and a half.
That's something new on that.
Oh.
You're fine with it.
All right, fine then. I'm going
Yes,
to
it does.
I'm going to put that on the back burner, and I'd like to fly because I can fly by myself. Only I'm
Okay.
going to fly and snatch the stupid blanket.
Yeah.
All right.
Physical
Fly goes off
contact.
immediately. You zip over there, make an attack roll.
I got a 3.
You got a 3. How much did you beat it by?
4.
No, my flying is 13, so I beat it by 10.
Well, okay.
Someone thinks to go above thing, and you pull it, and off it comes. Comes off in Umbra's mouth. Snowball, you see your opportunity.
It's not my turn yet, though.
Yes, it is.
Is it now?
Yes, it is.
This part's really cathartic.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You just hit stuff really hard?
Yeah.
I play Kid Titan.
It's true.
I hit stuff hard all the time. So I'm gonna kill this deer?
It is in character. You have been promising to do that since the encounter began.
Okay.
Honestly, if you don't, I will when I'm snowballed again.
He will do that. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Well, if you kill it, I can just
Bring it back.
bring it back.
Or
And we can put that on the
I
head.
could bring it
Okay.
back. I could resurrect it.
Okay.
Live a long, happy, dear life. It's dear friend.
Wait, if he goes last, when does Alice go?
Alice goes after Snowball.
Super last.
There's last and super last.
She rolled a 13. She earned a 13.
That's not what last means.
That's because you're super last.
I see. I hold action.
Snowball holds action. Rose, it's your turn.
Rose, lovely Alpin Rose. Has a great performance check, and in her very recent departure from polka and going to the indie scene, she did a whole tour of North South Haven, the whole bar scene there as a ventriloquist.
Did you know?
Yes, yes, she has lots of experience. And she is going, roughly approximating the tone that she's hearing from this deer as it's been thrashing around. And granted, she can't get it perfect, but she just wants to know, she wants little furball Snowball to know what a cute little bunny he is, using her ventriloquism.
So
Oh, okay.
you're going to use your ventriloquism to make the deer say bunny to Snowball.
Or she just picks up the bunny and says, he just called you a bunny.
Snowball special.
Yeah, Snowball special.
That also works.
She, shoves him into the end of the horn and he calls you a bunny. Not realizing that's not how horns work.
I'll allow it.
Sits there.
I think
Yes,
it's like
you
a-
will.
I'll allow it as long as you describe what happens to the deer.
Very well. Let's see how I roll on the attack.
I'm picturing like a
Bunny
blow
is the
gun,
bunny. Bunny's on top. Okay,
It's
bunny's on
more
top.
like a blow mortar, I guess.
right? Okay.
That's a 3, by the way.
Oh dear God.
But a lot of it depends on Alp and Rose,
Right.
since it's a combined attack. For a deer, which is obviously necessary.
Right.
She gets it in the right area, I think. She makes her ACV by exactly.
Okay. So she...
and he makes his by all of them, near as I can tell.
All right. What happens to this magnificent creature?
All right. Near as I can tell, it's like if you were to, take the screw out the bottom of a NutriBullet and then, turn it on and let the blade just fly up at whatever happened to be in there.
Okay.
So, have you ever had elk pate?
I have. It's excellent.
It's like that.
Okay.
But,
The whole
With
elk,
the top
not,
off.
Not just the liver.
but everywhere.
Okay.
But not just the liver.
Not just the liver. No, it's all elk, all bone, everything but the head. It's like the perfect, predator-sized hole. Like there's a little bunny-shaped imprint in the side of the deer coming out the other end.
So previously, the record in the Slim Ribbon for highest gore splash had been about 6 feet. It was when a bear caught a salmon a few years back, and it slipped out, but then he caught it up there. That was blown away by Harzul's troll bomb earlier, which itself was just blown away by the Cuisinart murder rabbit. So well done, 2 records in about 2 minutes. And you're back to yourselves. Deer hummus, favorite phrase. Thank you, Larry. I did not need to have that image in here.
Deer hummus.
I was thinking deer spam.
Dear spam. Dear spam. My dearest Martha.
Deer frappe.
We have run out of deer hummus. The men.
The men have had to resort to spam.
All right, so yes, you have the blanket. Studying the blanket, as you all circle around, you can see the designs on it. It's the sunburst of Theron. It is in the central sky with a rainbow leading down from the clouds, down below which are some plains and a very cute stuffed rabbit.
So
It's really hers.
So you two know each other then?
him and the stuffed rabbit.
Snowball.
What did the dog say? Just tell me what the dog said.
Don't you understand everything you said? You understand all languages.
I thought you did. Oh, but he specifically said only
me.
Zell understands.
Only Zell understands, and then it's the an animal thing.
Okay.
What did you ask?
He wants to know what I said.
Oh, I forgot.
Could you tell him what I said?
No, I forgot.
I said it will be okay.
She said it will be okay.
What?
He said it will be okay.
What will be okay?
Me. She's gone. She's really gone.
Is that like a picture of your wife or something?
Oh, that's Snowball.
You are Snowball.
Snowball. Look.
That's not you. That is a gentle, puny, delightful little creature. That is a bunny.
Roll a mental check.
I didn't point at him. I wasn't talking about
I'm
him.
gonna use my Patreon buff and make it.
Thank you. It's just you feel the surge, but it's drowned in the sadness.
Calm down, man. Did she throw you away or something? Are you too angry a toy?
It's when it's a.
Hold on.
They're having an aside. It's an aside. So
Welcome to the sidebar edition of Ask Me Anything.
Are you gonna ask Christian anything?
No, you can ask Sarah anything too.
You can ask me anything.
Yeah, and we'll answer questions. Ready?
Yeah, we can talk. We can do that.
While they're having
While
their
they're having
sidebar.
it, if it,
Oh,
respect
I
the
can
aside.
see them, but I can't hear them.
About us.
It's already happened. They're reciting.
Respect the aside. Wait, I'm slow. It's Snowball. No. You. Okay.
It's
How the wolf hat? It's warm and fuzzy.
a
Thank you.
long story, but it's short.
Oh, good. Do that then.
Trey.
What?
Trey.
Trey.
The brother of Amalia.
He
God of something.
God of douche.
Glory.
Glory.
Douche.
Oh, the douche god.
Oh yeah, hopefully glory someday.
god.
Right now, douchery.
Douchery. He kind of got me thrown out. I was in a toy shop.
No, you were so.
Be my intermonologue.
Snowball goes on to explain that he was having a wonderful day with Amalia. They hugged each other a lot. They were kisses. They had tea. It was wonderful. Everything that a bunny who is a manifestation of a parent's love for her godling child should be.
Ah.
That's when Tremerios, the older brother, took her away and put her in middle brother Inslow's workshop, knowing that Amalia would go looking for her bunny. Which it's okay if she says it. You know, for looking for Snowball. She goes into, Snowball goes on to tell you, Amalia comes looking for him in Brother Inslow's workshop, but also sees all the other cool toys that usually he keeps out of reach that she's not allowed to play with, and plays with them. They play with them, they have a tea party, it's very fun. They break one of them. Inslow gets very mad and takes Snowball away. Amalia cries. Inslow sends Amalia to bed, and that's when Trey comes in, takes Snowball, and hurled him from the heavens to the earth. Knowing that Amalia would leave the heavens to find her stuffed rabbit. And he's been looking for her ever since. And she for him, probably.
Well, why didn't you tell us that earlier?
It makes sense why you have issues.
Need really serious ones, though.
It was a lot of backstory I failed to incorporate into my...
Ah, yes.
You also hit your head really hard and have a mind of 4.
The steadfast character work of Chris Odie, everyone.
I used to be a bit quicker.
I just explained my backstory.
You
bastard. And there was a terrible MacGuffin which I had to acquire.
I just hand wave all
in order for my character arc to finish.
Now it's even weirder.
So we have the blanket.
Yes, you have the blanket and a very sad murder rabbit.
Yes.
Well, can we just bring you back then? You're the other thing, right?
No. The 3 things, if you'll remember, Sister Opal says, well, the clue is
Binky, blankie, boppy.
Milk.
Yes.
Milk. We need milk.
Milk.
And you remember there were... But the things we need do not necessarily coincide with the clues I was given. To recap, when High Priestess Kitty... You know, Amalia's high priestess, who she's not allowed to have until she's potty trained, but nevertheless she does. Godlings these days with their proto-cults. She communed with her goddess and asked her 3 questions. Amalia, where is your binky? She said, orcs, scare we. We found the binky. We asked Amalia,
we killed the shit out of those orcs.
We did indeed, and necessarily so.
They did call me a bunny.
Oh, you can say it. That's fine too.
My word, I can say it.
We asked, she asked Amalia, where is your blankie? And she said, pointy, Goggy, funny. But the 3rd question was, Amalia, where are you? To which she replied, Mommy, where are you? And started to cry. So we have no clue as to the milk.
As a wolf, I'm a mammal, and I know that mommies tend to have the milk.
That's very true.
I suggest we find the mummy.
It's sacred milk, right?
Hallowed.
Hallowed.
Yes.
Hallowed and sacred are not the same thing.
Indeed, they are not.
In fact, with
there was a whole course we had to take on the distinction.
In fact, you could probably hallow milk, right, Opal?
It's not like water, you ninny.
Well, it is, except, you know, it comes from a thing that is alive.
Called a breast.
Or a teat.
Indeed.
I wasn't going to say the word.
You're blushing.
I can't help it.
Rose, look at him blushing. He can't
Blushing! I'm not blushing!
Oh no,
I
that's
do
just
see it.
Look, we're not allowed to say words of things we haven't actually seen or experienced.
Lactation is a natural part of having young. Arzul.
Being a mammal.
I understand how anatomy works. I've been studying it most of my adult life. Just because I haven't seen...
Would you like to see them?
What? What? We should find that milk.
And here I were thinking you were a big badass. Yeah. No, I'm talking again now. Your day's up.
Yeah.
That was lame as hell.
Well, while you were...
Lame. Lame. You know what lame's an anagram for? Male, which you're not. Ha ha! Burn. Been sitting on that one for 18 hours.
I really hate this thing.
It's mutual. Guy who's never had boob.
Do you have to keep it?
Oh, yeah, just until I get back to the Necro Academy. Mm-hmm. When it has to regale the entire Necro Academy about how I destroyed the Temple of Theron.
You are still in the positive column for that.
Right.
That's...
But I have to put up with the snide comments.
He blew up the troll, true.
That was pretty awesome, I gotta admit.
But not evil. I mean,
No,
heroes could have blown up a troll.
Indeed, yeah. You didn't
Poison
make
the
it
water
suffer
supply.
first.
Oh, you heard about the orcs, right?
Poison.
Yeah, I did.
Water supply.
Poison. Water supply.
Oh, yeah, I probably just killed half of West Haven.
That's
Yeah, but that's gonna take years.
Right.
The worst
Maybe.
kind.
Right. Slow death.
slow evil.
Slow death, like lead poison.
It's in my report, okay?
All right.
Twinkler.
Asshole.
So
Fork.
milk.
Oh. Diviner.
The fuck did you just say to me?
I called it. You're like reading the tea leaves.
You are good for spreading butter. I don't know.
That's it's in character, but
No, I'm enjoying watching.
yeah, I'm not. So let's get back to the campaign. Yes, you have the other item. You've had your character moment. You're still standing by a little river with a pair of troll legs standing calf deep.
Almost forgot.
Now that's how you had to see.
Opal, would you mind giving Chip and Dale a boost?
Oh dear God! So what exactly do you do with these?
Well, we have to set the legs side by side, obviously facing the correct direction, and
Right.
then we have to jam Dale's legs into them.
Into them.
Into them. Into them.
You.
It's like hot dog on a stick. But with
So
troll
you're.
legs.
So you're.
Parallel femurs. This is what I'm talking about.
That's structurally reinforced.
Uh-huh.
So your.
And then some, bungee cord or something.
So your skull-chested, ogre-sized skeleton is now wearing a pair of giant troll leg warmers.
Yes.
Okay.
They're like Uggs.
Uggs. They're fugs. And I suppose they regenerate if they take damage, because troll.
Except for fire, which we
Except for
already-
fire, which, yeah. Jacob, don't draw that. Just, you don't need
awesome.
to. The urge is there, but you are a talented individual. There are many more worthy things.
I also want to see.
a couple of crazy rascals.
I also want to see Opal holding the deer, holding the snowball, holding Umbra.
Yeah.
All of it together.
Ooh.
I'd like to see that as well.
Trugs. I like-
Trugs.
That's from Chad.
Would you like my trugs? They're so in this season.
I only wear them to the grocery store with yoga pants.
And juicy written across them.
Juicy.
No, mine just say evil.
Evil.
The reason they say that is because I don't really do yoga in them.
No, you just go to the grocery store.
Just wear them to the grocery store with my trug boots.
My trugs. Wearing my trugs to the grocery store.
I'm just picturing thunk, 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 thunk.
Jelly.
No, I have another pair of pants that say that.
Oh, man. Oh, okay.
So we should get the milk, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where to start. Look.
So,
Cows?
turning
Is there a
back,
sacred cow or a hallowed cow?
turning back towards, well, what do? You're still in these woods.
Well, we get the fuck out of these unremarkable
Okay, you get out of the woods. Yeah,
following all of Umbra's piss on the way up.
Following the glowing spectral Waz trail, you emerge from the woods.
I'm assuming he's on it.
I got it.
Yeah, he's on it. You really don't understand.
I don't speak dog.
He's quite a nice wolf. Pretty smart, actually.
I am sure.
Not sure why he's stuck with Zell.
I lick both of you.
Oh. Oh,
Thank you.
good.
All right. So you got the glowing binky in your lower digestive tract now, and
Am I
who's
gonna poop it
carrying?
out soon?
Yeah, how's that going?
Who is carrying the blankie?
I'll carry Blanky.
Okay, so you put the blanket around you, and of course it's you. A little orange, sort of like the glow of sunrise, surrounds you, and you are now invulnerable.
He's knocking things over.
That's getting gift.
All right. And so
He knows. It's called leaning into it.
Oh, that's just fun to think
It
about.
is fun. Invulnerable murder bunny, anyone?
Yogurt pants and drugs. God damn it, Chet.
Oh, yogurt.
Yogurt.
Yogurt pants and
Yogurt
drugs.
pants and drugs.
Nicely played, chat.
excellent.
Oh, this is the broiest skeleton of all time. Except it's also basic bitch at the same time.
We're actually building Trey.
Yeah, I mean,
You were building a Trey avatar. Is what you were doing. Oh, my God.
So are we back with my band?
All right, where we go? Yeah, the band has been standing there in the corner. There's a corner of these woods. They've been standing there the whole time, just watching.
so this is what you did with your time in base camp.
Did you practice?
No.
No, we didn't want to attract any potential forest dangers.
Oh, that might have been smart.
Are we packing up now?
I think so.
We've made a fire.
I got trug boots for the drummer.
You got what? Oh, God! It just keeps getting worse.
You're very highly strung for bands.
Where did you find that small tapestry?
It is a blankie.
Yeah.
It's,
Belongs to Amalia.
Amalia.
I said Amalia.
no, you didn't. You said Amelia.
I was
It's his
trying to
name.
slur it, hoping that I would cut the difference in the middle and you just roll with it.
Nope.
Literally what I was trying to do.
You're taking this Yoda thing way too far, man, because there really is no try.
You look like the titular character in an all-furry production of Jack the Ripper.
We'll let you finish.
This is what I do. This is the face I give my class when they stop talking.
Sorry, Mrs. Sanders.
And then they say that. And then I try to talk again and I can't get another sentence out because somebody else will start talking.
Jack Rabbit.
That's cute too.
All right. So emerging from the woods, the bards hastily. Well, I mean, so it was a 6-hour walk there. You spent about 2 more hours in the woods. So it's late afternoon, dinner time. They're saying, do you want to break camp now, or do you want to spend the night?
Nah, we're leaving.
Oh, okay. It'll be dark on the road.
Oh, will it?
Okay.
Do I look to you like I fear the darkness?
No, sir. No. You
Well,
don't.
I assure you that I do. Let's keep here.
Okay.
Let's camp, really. I really don't like the dark.
I
mean, I put on a brave show, but no.
I could sing camp songs.
That
And I can keep watch. This is camp songs. This is keep watch.
So I heard I can sing camp songs and
All right.
Umbra says he'll keep watch.
we think. I mean,
No, he should be good at it.
right, but I have to. I mean, you're who I'm trusting. You know, it's like maybe that's what it said.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, all right then. Oh wow, I'm super racist.
Against rabbits?
Yeah.
Well, I'll listen to a woman, but I won't listen to a Lagomorph.
All right, so we're sleeping.
You're sleeping, and who is taking watch?
Snowball's gonna cuddle up in that blanket and take a nap. Have pleasant dreams about
Snowball
Amalia.
cuddles up in
Amalia. Amalia. Amalia.
Umbra is taking watch
Umbra is taking watch.
because Umbra does not get tired.
The bards aren't sleeping. They seem too terrified to sleep.
Even what if
You could lull them to
I
sleep.
could lull them?
Oh, she's asleep already.
Oh,
It's Umbra and the bards are awake. The band.
Umbra tries to lick them, just to
That's
soothe them
okay.
a little bit.
Okay. I just need to.
Then I wag my tail,
That's
kind of
great.
lick them
We're
again.
I'm just gonna go for a walk, if that's all right.
Umbra shakes.
I'm gonna go for a.
No. Umbra growls. No.
Okay, fine. Okay, that would potentially wake someone up if anyone does. Okay, Harzul wakes up to see Umbra growling at the bard. She's got them backed into a corner. Again, this wood has corners.
What's going on, guys?
Did you have
Nothing. Just couldn't sleep. And the dog started barking at us for no reason. The wolf.
Oh, because the dog barks for no reason.
Yeah. So we thought that maybe there was some danger or something. We should go check it out.
Right.
Yeah.
That is a fantastic. I'll go with you.
There's really no need for you to go with us.
No, it's fine. I'm happy
But you're the manager. We can't risk you.
I totally agree. Well, you know, it's just that these woods are so dark and scary, and I mean for you especially. But think how I must feel since I'm going to have to walk back out of them all by myself.
Stupid humans.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, you know what?
I bark a whole ton trying to wake everybody up.
Everyone's awake now. And the bards are crying.
All these idiots are trying to leave.
Oh no, they can go anywhere they want. I've got their blood.
What?
I can do anything with that. So yeah, run all you want.
They turned to Opal. Really?
standard NDA?
How do you not know that?
My specialty is more, good divine light of Theron kind of things, and less taking people's blood to control them after death. Or before, I don't know how it works. Necromancy is frowned upon in my order.
Can you remove curses?
Oh yes. Yes, I can.
Could you maybe help us out? Not now, but...
Are you trying to quit the band?
No! Why would you say that? Why would you say that out loud? No! We would never try to quit the band. In fact...
They're trying to quit the band!
No, in fact...
Oh,
we've been up all night.
Well, look, now
writing music for the band.
we don't need them anymore, Carrot.
That's what we've been doing.
Now we're all awake. So thanks for that.
Sorry, no, we weren't trying to escape. We were...
Escape?
No, we weren't trying to do that. We were up because we couldn't sleep.
You don't need to escape. We killed the troll.
Okay, I know. I'm telling you that the reason we were...
You're perfectly safe. I will take care of you.
Okay.
Forever, till death and beyond.
I was just saying that the reason...
I will always be watching over you.
Yes.
You have nothing to worry about.
It's great. It's
As
cool.
your manager, it is my duty to make sure that you are perfectly safe.
We were just...
Keeping those beautiful, perfect little souls of yours intact until the moment comes.
So then, you don't care what we were doing?
Oh, if you want to run away, you run away. But I won't be able to pay you when we get back to Westhaven if you're gone.
Oh,
And you have technically done 2 days of work with us.
that's true. Actually.
One of which was roadie work on top of that, so your rate has to go up, because, you didn't technically have to perform, but now we're all very, very awake, and I think a song should lull us all to
worked
sleep
through
very
lunch,
nicely,
too.
don't you?
Harzul.
What?
They worked through lunch that day, too.
They worked through lunch then. That's double time today.
That's true, yeah.
I think we're supposed to play a song.
So, a song?
Would you mind? We're all wide awake now because of your,
Sure, we were...
I slipped through the snibbling,
it's-
no problem, but once you started to try to escape...
No, we weren't escaping. We were actually up all night because we were so inspired that we were writing a song.
I'd love to hear it.
That's not done. It's not ready to perform.
No, we don't want to hear it till it's done.
Okay, that's
Do you
good.
prefer gold or platinum pieces? I know platinum spends easier.
Platinum, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Should we sing a song?
I really don't think there's.
Maybe just a quick one. You know,
I mean,
a little lullaby. You know, put us to sleep.
Okay, we can.
Thank you.
What do we do? I don't know what to do.
Sing a song.
It's not really a. Sure. Well, we were. So the song we were inspired by was.
We've got to get out of this place.
We've got to get out of this place.
Oh, it's the last thing we'll ever do. Oh, I like that song.
Yeah, I know that song. That's great. So you already know that one. So there's no need to get into that one because we don't have recital rights. You know, we could only really do originals. So I guess we can all just go back to bed now.
Okay. Yeah, bed sounds great.
That's
tired. You know what?
I will serenade everyone so they all fall asleep.
Would you?
That would be
really?
marvelous. Thank you.
I'm going to my bunk.
I beat it by 2.
Okay. Yeah, everyone goes to sleep. The bards are clearly pretending to be asleep.
Umbra stays taking watch.
All right. Every couple hours, one of the bards opens his eyes and looks right at you and goes back to sleep.
Days like this that I'm glad, as a necromancer, I learned to sleep with my eyes open.
So creepy.
Can't see anything, but it's really disturbing to watch.
Oh my god. All right. Morning breaks.
I fix it. Sorry, I just wanted to be proactive.
I lick Zell.
There's nothing within throwing range that's, would be accurate at this range.
Wake up!
Dice bag.
I'm up.
Maybe.
I'm up. I slept.
Wake up!
I'm real good at catching things.
I'm up.
Wake up!
I like the glass.
For example.
Choose your destiny. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Destiny. Let's go. Let's go.
Can we eat first?
No. Let's go.
Can I?
You're solid and annoying. Let's move.
Can I use the facilities?
No.
Okay, so now that you're waking up, you see one of the bards. So it's Sylviana is standing there with a frying pan full of bacon. It smells great, but she's not looking at it. She's looking off at the horizon.
What? We look.
She says that you look and you see, and you remember this when you left Westhaven a couple days ago. There was a circular storm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
It's spinning in the distance in the direction of the Golden Plains.
Yeah.
It's wider now. She says, it looks like it got bigger. It's also raining a bit, and it's coming in sideways. That sort of, hits you in the ear kind of rain. Stings. And the winds are howling and wailing.
Is this happening around us now?
No, it's happening
off in the distance.
In the distance on the Golden Plains.
That's clearly something.
Sorry, the Sunrise Plains. That's what
that's clearly something that we should just avoid.
Zell.
Oh,
Destiny.
my.
I'm just saying.
Destiny.
There's probably.
Destiny.
Statistically,
Destiny.
there's someone
My
else.
destiny is acting
Destiny.
up.
There's another Destiny.
Must
someone
be
else.
about
Destiny.
to rain.
Destiny.
What?
It's weird when I was jog walking at the mall early this morning while you were all
Destiny.
sleeping.
The mall?
I'm just
Destiny.
saying we could eat.
Before it
No.
opens.
What if?
No.
All of the
No.
senior citizens do it.
I'm just saying. that if
Destiny.
Starting a hashtag pool room.
Oh, thanks, John.
I'm just saying there's a lot of
No.
people in the world, and one of the others might have
No.
this destiny right there. It might not be mine.
You have shirked your responsibility too long. This is getting ridiculous. Let's go.
Snowball, make a perception check. Or the equivalent.
On it. I perceive all things.
So you've been Snowball, you've noticed. He's done his normal scratching, took a whiz next to the fire, didn't care, dropped his pellets wherever. But then when the storm started to get pitch up and you hear it, the wail of the winds, his ears perked up. You distinctly hear Amalia in those winds.
Amalia.
No, Harzul, the incredible.
No winds. She's
like
on the wind.
She's like a storm. Yes,
She's
I understand.
like the wind. Isn't that a song too?
Yes, it is.
I really hope
Now
not.
I'm so distracted. She's on the wind. I heard her.
With your ears?
No, with my eyes. Yes, with my ears.
I mean, it could have been like you heard the voice in her head. Or,
I'm going. Snowball will start grabbing his stuff and.
Okay, Snowball starts packing up his stuff, which is all small and cute and fits into a little.
So you're just gonna hop off without us then? Because you got to go that way.
I assume you're coming with.
Well, yeah. I mean, where else would
The
we go?
bards say we'd like to go with him. He's invulnerable and kills a lot of things.
That's true.
That's true. I mean, we could stop off in West Haven if you want to hang out. You know?
Could we?
Set up some gigs.
Whatever you think is best.
Really?
Yes?
Have you ever collected souls?
That's a euphemism, right?
Yes. Just concentrate on getting some gigs for when we get back and we can really, you know...
So you want us to go to West Haven ahead? And find gigs? For the group?
Well, we don't want you to be attacked on the way.
No, yeah, right.
We'll drop you off on the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's great. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Thank you.
We'll pack up then.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Oh, God. Oh, we're going back to West Haven. Three-part harmony.
You know?
That's so
Rock and
nice.
roll, right?
It's so nice. I love hearing you guys sing.
That's the business.
So
We're all packing up.
Yeah.
I literally just carry a book and a stick.
You've got our boosted
I'm a spiritual.
abilities, too.
Ooh, thanks, Chad.
Well,
Thank you, Chad.
I'm a spiritual wolf. So.
I guess we can stop by the temple on the way.
So you come out of the woods, and arrayed before you, 100 yards distant, is a familiar group, on horseback this time.
Oh, God.
Kridgi. So, shit, they have the blanket! Run! He pulls retreat, and all the chattlings just take off.
Are they in range of a carrot?
Probably.
Just try one.
Okay, roll it.
Make it on the dot.
Let's see which one you hit. The guy next to Kridgi goes down. Just fucking
Catharsis. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Bye, Cridge! Message spell. I'm right behind you.
All right. So that happens, yes.
He
That was
might be my favorite villain of all time.
they, in the notes, they were going to follow you around until they saw you had one of the artifacts that would be a great danger, and then... Of course, you've killed him twice already, so...
he's not having a good week.
He's counting this a win, actually. He's like, we're 1 and 2 now. Survived the battle.
We only lost one guy this time.
One guy this time, so
That's victory by these guys'
victory
standards.
right there. Yeah. We have to grade on a curve, Startup religion. You
So far, this is our A.
This is our egg. We're doing. Now let's try to exceed that next time. Maybe kill one of them. I don't know.
Oh, don't talk crazy.
So
We're going towards the storm?
Yes, you're going towards the storm, but are you going to stop at West Haven on the way, or was that just a lie to the bards?
I thought it was true.
I thought it was true.
I thought it was true.
Okay, so you head towards West Haven, arrive at the town, so 6 hours after morning, so about so early after, just after noon, whatnot. A lot of people are leaving the town. Have packed up and are, wagons, horses, a lot of homesteads leaving, crying children, that sort of thing. It's just too much weird stuff has been happening, and with the collapse of the temple, it's been more or less like, I think, 3 nights now with no constellation of Amalia in the sky. People are heading out. It seems that like the temple was smited. What's the past term?
I like smitten.
Smote was smote because the
like
temple was smitten.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Someone used the smite verb on the temple. They interpreted that as a sign that Theron was displeased with them, so a lot of them are pulling up stakes.
And going somewhere where they, can't see the sky?
Well, they're just hoping not to be in such big clusters.
You can't take this guy from me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Why, with the anthropomorphic rabbit, the one thing we have to worry about is anachronism?
So, get rid of the band.
Because
so we can go,
Odie.
right?
That's Odie. So right, so the bard's like, so we can. So I don't know that this is ideal gig-getting country, but let us put some feelers out, you know, so you can throw something together and, you know, make your triumphant return when you return triumphantly, I hope.
We will. And don't worry, if we don't in a few days, you know, take off. Don't worry, I'll find you.
I don't know if you're joking.
I'm not.
Oh, my chest hurts.
Bandmates for life.
Oh,
And beyond.
And beyond.
Yes.
I guess I should say bandmates forever. Forever.
All right, yeah. From here you can see the sundown plains in the distance. The storm is even more intense. You can see lightning, like the bolts of lightning swirling around it almost.
Looks interesting. Let's keep going.
Okay. So, turn the page. Look at that. Yes. So, you continue on after a few hours over overland road, passing a lot of people, refugees, going. A lot of people have stopped to talk on the way. We're heading towards the town, and only to see people going the other way.
They see the 12-foot tall monster with us, and they're like,
there's a lot of screaming and scattering going on. Dale really enjoys kicking abandoned wagons. It's fun. He got one about 20 feet in the air.
Those troll feet got some kick to them, eh?
That's actually pretty cool. I gotta say, that's some nice evil, destroying what's left of a family's possessions on the road to an uncertain future. That's nice and evil right there.
That's exactly how I had considered it.
Don't pretend you did.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Did so.
Yeah, your makeup scar is rubbing off.
I hate you.
Why are your daggers so mean?
Oh, that's what it does. It just makes snide comments. It's not really mean. Good-hearted fella. I mean, not very sharp.
Oh, I get it. Because I'm a dagger.
Gotcha.
Well, I mean,
Unawakened weapon.
you're a talking letter opener. Let's be honest.
I'll open your letter.
No, you won't.
Does the letter opener have a wooden handle? Please interpret.
It's bone.
Ooh.
Umbro's looking for something to chew on. Is that?
No, he is not.
So you wouldn't like that then, if I
mean, I don't care.
It would be really mean of me to let the.
Why are you talking?
Let the.
You sound like something that's dumb when you talk.
Handle
just dumb everywhere. Words that aren't even words and stuff.
Yeah. He'd really like it.
How do you like that? Chew on that. I mean, don't, because that's dumb. Like you and your face.
Oh, so I'm dumb then.
Yeah, you're done. No, you're fine. You know, it's cool. Whatever. You win this round.
Hold on. I'm cool?
Nah, it's cool. You win. You can win this round. I'm not even.
So I've won.
No, you win this round of a long match. I have the lead, clearly, if you look at the standings.
So I need to, really get ahead of the game then. If I want
evil,
to go right
absolutely.
then.
All right, you!
Oh, I hate that sodding knife.
I think we have a new game.
Yeah.
Okay, so you arrive at the... going through a little hill, a road through some valley, a lot of strip malls there, or the equivalent in fantasy world, and arrive on the other side there is a monastery overlooking the beautiful sunrise plains, and a whole bunch of monks standing outside the monastery, all looking at this gigantic funnel storm that is dominating the center of the plain there.
Oh, just keep walking.
These are monks of Theron, shorn heads, saffron robes.
Well, we know the type.
Yes, they're not elves.
They're not elves.
Not elves.
And they're not occidental.
No.
Nice reference.
No light there.
Yeah, they're all just standing there kind of,
Psionic Spirit Blade.
Hello!
Hello? The pass is closed.
Oh, yeah, we know. I'm
still
Harzul
going.
the Incredibly Evil, and this is my party of adventurers.
Oh, you're the adventuring party that the High Priestess Mumbles assembled.
Correct.
Yes, we got the missive.
Excellent.
Yes.
So,
Oh yeah, he's got it.
Holy Bun Bun.
Whoa.
They kneel before you, Holy Bun Bun.
Not gonna lie, kind of like this part.
You have arrived, Holy Bun Bun. We have been waiting for you several days. Why did you not come directly?
I got distracted.
Distracted?
I had to kill some things.
Kill?
It was fast, though.
Was it?
You can see he's still covered in blood. It's underneath.
Is that gunpowder in your?
Yeah, a little bit. You get used to it.
Well,
Got a blankie, got a binky.
you do. The sacred blankie.
Yep, mine
The
now.
holy bink. Which is in, where is the, you said you had the binky, where is it?
It's safe.
Where is
It's very safe.
it? Would you please tell us so that we can give a report to
We could just point
Yes.
at it.
Hello,
for you.
spectral dog.
No, look at the spectral dog a little more
Spectral-
closely.
Is that in that spectral animal's colon?
Well, I mean, it's really working its way towards the
Very
rectum right now.
safe. Very safe.
It's too high up to be really considered colon.
You're not
I mean, it's lower GI for
You're
sure.
not going
but-
to give that to the goddess, are you?
I'll clean it up first.
Or you can.
It would be an honor.
You'll fall asleep.
Oh, gross.
There is that, yes.
We had to make do. Anywho, Amalia's up ahead.
And hopefully the dog will also have to make do soon as well. That way we'll have the...
That's not funny.
But Amalia's up ahead. So
Oh wait, I
I'd
get
like
it.
to go
Doesn't
see
it
her.
need to make do? Okay, yes.
You said
Funny, yes.
I'd like to go
I
see
just didn't
Amalia
say
now.
the second
The second
two.
part, I didn't. It's been a stressful few
Amalia's
days.
up ahead. I'd like to go see her.
Yes, please, go.
Yeah, so we're gonna go do the thing.
Okay, you hear the wailing of the storm as you come closer. It's like a Sharknado without the sharks, but also very wide, like a typhoon on land.
Got the milk.
Oh, we need milk. To the monks, we need milk.
Oh, we don't have the milk.
Milk?
Milk.
Hallowed
Did the
milk.
dog say milk? Hallowed milk.
Yep.
Hallowed milk.
Dog said milk.
You're all scholars and
Yes.
hand-to-hand fighters.
Well, some of us more the one than the other.
Well, the
Like
ones that
Fat Abel over there is much more of the scholar than the fighter.
well,
My name is just Abel. He's like, yes, we know that, Fat Abel. There's not another Abel in the monastery. You don't need to distinguish between me and another Abel. It just seems like an opportunity to remind me that I am corpulent.
oh, yeah, that's probably what it is.
I'm kind of fluffy myself.
Do they refer to you as Fluffy Bun Bun?
I know, I would kill someone else instead.
Right, because you're the only Bun Bun in your group. There's no
Yeah.
need to distinguish you as the Fluffy
Sure.
by your most dominant characteristic.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's Umbra.
Do they call you Douchebag Wizard?
Yeah.
I do.
I have a.
I'm gonna grab the thing and throw it again.
Ah!
It's fun for everyone, prick.
So you had questions? Fat Abel,
Milk.
fat
Need,
ass is over.
Hallowed milk. If you could just give us the hallowed milk.
The hallowed milk.
Yeah.
Where would we find the hallowed milk? Which sounds like.
Oh,
I will have to do some research for that, but I can have you an answer in a few hours.
excellent. We'll just, watch the show.
Well, you're going to go in there and get her, aren't you?
Well, we need the milk.
We need the milk.
No, you don't.
We don't?
Why not?
You need all three and the goddess. You don't necessarily need them in that order.
Oh, screw it. Let's go then.
I mean, let's do a baby cry until it gets milk.
I think once it gets a bun bun, it won't be
She'll be pretty
crying.
happy with me.
Okay.
Plus, I have the binky that'll make her go to sleep.
And she's got a big puppy here too.
Right, and of course, cuddly Chip.
Yeah.
Yes, you're a good boy.
A question about that. Are we just allowing an undead monstrosity onto the goddess's most sacred plane?
Perfectly harmless.
Are we just, is that just a thing that we are doing?
Perfectly harmless.
Temporary thing.
Sister,
He's my familiar.
not you, the paladin
Oh.
lady. Are we really letting the necromancer bring this mockery of our goddess's mission into her most sacred recreational spot?
Well, I agree that on some very basic level it's quite unholy.
Yeah? It's killing all the grass around it.
Well, no, that's just the man. The skeleton doesn't do that. In fact, he's quite sweet at times.
The skeleton or the man?
The skeleton.
And fashionable. He's got drugs.
This is a creature.
Stop, Dale.
That was built in service to Amalia.
Make a bluff check.
Bluff, but that's completely true.
No, that's true.
You get a bonus.
So you get a bonus to your bluff if it's true.
Okay, where you at, honey? Found. No, there you are. Bluff. Well, can I use my etiquette religion since I'm trying to talk circles around them that way?
Why wouldn't you?
I can't think of a reason not to. That's why I asked. 8 from 13. So I'm beat it by 5.
In service of finding and protecting Amalia.
As part of this quest, Harzul needed a companion that could fight on his behalf.
Suppose that makes sense. Fat Abel comes up and says, there appears to be human, ogre, and trollish remains in this gestalt skeletal.
We took a little longer than we expected.
That doesn't answer the question I didn't ask.
Oh, it has all 3 parts, yes.
Yes.
And I'm adding to it every day.
Oh, dear gods.
Every...
Why don't I go find that answer on the milk?
That's a fantastic idea. And if you find like any spare carapace lying around that might be from a big horrid creature,
I will absolutely not do that.
All right, then.
All right, I'll be in the monastery.
Okay. Bye, Fat Abel. I really like him.
Really no need to refer to
Bye!
me.
Well, can I just call you Fat, then?
Inner peace and peace is wisdom. Inner peace and peace.
I don't think that's his real name.
No, it's just
No, it's actually Fat Charles. I don't know.
But there are lots of
To steal a joke from Pitch Perfect, which is the mind that keeps giving.
Are they at 4 now? Or is it 3 that's coming out?
I think. Yeah.
I think it's 3.
I don't know.
Of all the things you could have made a reference to, I was not expecting that.
Well, it's anyway.
Yep.
I'm with you.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's in keeping with your Rebel Wilson joke from last week.
That's right.
All right. So, yeah, the monks are all still standing around, indicating this giant swirling storm that occasionally sounds like a little infant crying.
I'm coming.
Okay.
Yeah, let's all go then.
So the closer you get, the harder the winds blow, and you begin to see monstrous shapes deep within the swirling clouds.
Chip parts.
The moment you stop, it was stunned, the winds push you back.
Okay, no more stopping.
Okay, you crouch. You're going to need to make rolls in order to force your way through the winds towards the center.
Okay.
Body
what
check.
am I rolled?
A body check, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or some other way to move through the storm.
I get Umbra's good by 2.
Okay.
And I can detect an ideal performance venue, which means not as much wind, and so I can kind of fight my way.
No, let's just go with this.
Ideal performance venues don't have a lot of wind because it would mess everything up. So I'm going to detect the best way to get through the wind as I go.
So you're looking for a place in the storm
I'm basing it on the acoustics.
with no wind.
The
I'm
lowest.
basing it on the acoustics of the wind and how it's going. I'm navigating the gusts, as it were, and
Perhaps in the gusts.
Using your knowledge of music.
Using your knowledge of music.
using my
She actually does have
ability to detect ideal performance venues.
All right. Well, I'll. Okay, give me a roll.
I beat that by 9.
What do you know? Your long years on the road detecting ideal performance venues in mid-cyclone help you find a less wind-resistant path through the unyielding gale.
Yes.
That's what you're telling me. Okay, fine, it works. How about you?
Is there any plant life on this thing at all?
I mean, it's grassland.
It's grassland.
So it goes from like ankle to.
Okay, so Zell is going to use plant growth.
Okay.
And climbing to keep a handhold, crawl.
Okay, so to kind of crawl from one cluster of these to the next.
Yeah.
All right,
See, I thought you were going to try and like make the grass get really tall and then like stiff so wind couldn't affect it.
Well, sometimes you just want to bend with the wind.
Sometimes.
You know, especially if it's this bad. I don't know if we can go up.
That would have
Look,
to be.
you chose the way that made more sense, and so I'm confused.
He had to go the complete opposite of where I was at to help you.
So
It's okay.
Snowball is just going to hunker down and... Oh, Snowball's going to burrow.
there you go. Yeah, Snowball's like burrow. So Snowball goes down and starts. You're making better progress than anyone.
Actually, Snowball could come back and say, any of you want to come with?
I actually thought you would forget you had that ability for this section.
I almost did.
Opal doesn't really feel the wind.
No, she doesn't.
She's like 800 pounds of armor, so she's just walking.
She's wearing a Buick.
Right, she's just walking. Like it's blowing in her hair, and so of course she puts on her
the
rain hat. She puts on her rain hat because
over her armor. She puts the rain hat on over the winged carapace that is the helm of Thera. Okay, fine. That's fine.
Yes.
That's fine.
The gods do not approve.
The gods do not approve of
Yeah, so she just walks, and
I just
Harzul.
had my hair done last week at Charles's place.
Charles is the best hairdresser. I don't understand why he isn't married yet.
Oh, okay. Half hour, people. Come on, let's finish.
Half hour, people. Half hour.
Can we just giggle about that?
Yeah, you can giggle as much as you like.
What is Harzul doing?
I'm trying to figure it out.
Hey,
I care if my stuff makes sense.
Does Harzul have a giant monster that might be able to help him?
Yes, he does. But I was worried about the monster, but I guess he's also huge, so I'll just ride inside the monster.
So you're gonna flesh mech again?
I can't flesh mech. I can climb inside the corpse.
You can wicker man it.
I can wicker man it, yeah. Flesh meching requires retromancy, which we do not have any of today.
That's right. I like that we've made
Wicker Man into a verb.
both wicker man and flesh mech.
Yes.
To flesh mech.
And by wicker man, I mean suck really bad.
Oh, so you mean the new one?
The Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage.
I'm talking about Nicolas Cage wicker man.
We saw that film in the screening room at the school with the writer and director in the audience. It was part of that screening series. And the first time one of the unintentionally hilarious things happened, it was in the flashback where he's on the boat and the train hits the girl. We all just kind of froze. Collective take of wasn't that hilarious? But this is a legitimate filmmaker here who made this. We'll let it slide. And then in the second flashback, when they're on a boat, the same girl gets hit by the same train. We start to chuckle, and then the dam breaks. And by the time Nicolas Cage is punching out women and running around in a bear suit, we are just yowling. And in the Q&A afterwards, Neil LaBute said, when asked about that, you can't put Nick Cage in a bear suit and not have it be funny. So,
Lesson for the day.
lesson for the day.
The more you know. The more you know.
Killing me won't bring back your goddamn honey. Yes, so, you're pushing through. You all seem to be going well, and that's when you see that first giant shadow loom forward, and its head split into 5.
Oh. That can't be good.
I've got a plan.
And the gargantuan hydra looms out of the mists, looking down at you. Roll-in-ish.
God, no.
Okay.
What?
12 plus.
Oh, I haven't rolled yet.
Uproar has a 24.
Holy shit.
24.
On the dice, I rolled 21.
And Alice has a 27.
Whoa. Ours?
38.
Jesus. And Opal?
Opal? Oh, she even rolled an 11, so she gets a 27.
This is why I lose all these combats, these insane initiatives. Fine, I'm just going to get plus 20 to what I roll.
You're like 5.
Snowball 34, Zell 26.
Snowball 34, 20.
It's a fast party this time.
4, Zell
Learn from
26. Okay. All right. Harzul killed initiative and gets to go first.
I raise initiative from the dead and add it to Chip.
What?
You just said I killed initiative, so I'm raising initiative from the dead and adding it to Chip.
Punch yourself. This is your GM ordering you to punch yourself. Do I look like I'm kidding?
No.
That's teacher voice.
No,
right
you
there.
don't
Punch
look
yourself.
But
Punch yourself.
you promised
right now.
after Journey Quest 2 I wouldn't ever have.
You want to wear a dress again?
Why are you necromancing yourself? Why are you necromancing yourself?
Can I open hand it?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Your turn.
Thank you.
You need a moment?
No, I raise initiative from the dead.
Kick yourself. Don't forget it. Okay.
All right, I'm on this. No problem. It's just a Hydra, you say?
It appears to be, you know, five-headed, red, long tongued, terrifying. Like, this thing is terrifying. Like, here's the thing. Looking at it now, do you have any sort of, like, monstrous knowledge or...
Well, I've got occult.
Okay, roll that.
I did. Just now. I got a 9. I beat it by 7.
Okay, so here's the thing. This thing with the 5 heads, it looks scary. Like, super scary, but almost exaggeratedly scary. The eyes are too big, and the eyebrows too mean. Fangs are dripping. Hydra fangs don't drip.
Probably not a real Hydra. And I rolled an 8 on my anatomy roll, which means I beat it by 12.
Okay.
Male Hydra or female?
I brought this on myself. Let's see what the dice say.
Spending 2 meta points.
It uses the boys' room.
Does it now?
It does.
Don't do it.
I have to. I have to. It's a moral imperative at this point. So I used 2 meta points. Did you take those off already?
I will right now. Into the breach we all shall go.
Yeah.
It's a male Hydra. It doesn't have a breach. Sorry.
Well.
Sorry, a reference to Matt's reaction to that.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
There it is, chat. We have finally captured the exact moment when a man's soul dies on video.
Yeah.
I forgot. I mean, this was part of the adventure earlier. Forgot who was playing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I have no choice.
No, it's
I'm gonna have
like trying to be mad at a dog for not eating the cheese you left on the floor.
right, exactly. So I'm gonna try and fireball the Hydra's head as Harzul.
Okay.
One of its heads or many of its heads, you know, really,
All right.
really blind the heck out of it. I'm gonna have Chip and Dale go for a slam attack.
Slam-tastic.
Yeah.
All right.
Because it's Slambuary.
Slambuary. Gonna have a happy Slamsgiving.
That's right. Gonna knock him clear into Slamtember. Just in time for Slamtoberfest.
Yes.
Slamtober fist.
So, yeah, that's what Harzul does. He is a lovely human being who got a 12. So he makes his spell and he does some damage.
Okay, he does. Yeah, that's it. He does some damage. How much? And pick a head. What
Fireball does 100 damage per 60 damage plus 10 damage per round for 5 rounds.
per round. So you torch. Which?
You also got a hacksaw. If you need
Oh, I know.
So which head do you hit?
One of the meaner ones out in front.
Okay, one of the meaner heads.
And you've got
The one with the two big eyes,
The
you
one
know?
with the two big eyes, that narrows it down. So you hit the nearest head, whoosh. It's on fire now. It doesn't seem angry or hurt by this. It's taking damage. It looks scarier now.
Yeah, I imagine. It's got a big flaming head with
Big
giant
flaming
eyes.
head with giant eyes. Backlit and stuff. And the Hydra now moves. Oh wait, no, you had the Chippendale's dance attack.
Yeah, Chippendale get their dance attack.
I don't know.
They're slam dancing. And they rock ass. Sorry.
Wow.
Double ones.
God, oh man. So describe what happens in their slam attack.
Well, their slam attack does what? It does 15 damage. So it's not doesn't do a lot.
The style points are awesome.
Yeah. Plus, this was a regular size skeleton. We're talking about Chippendale here.
Yeah.
Those were for generic, like human size.
Yeah, this is not for the ogre troll human thing that we have created. But yeah, basic slam attack does 15, so...
You crit it though, so
Thank you, chat, for continually reminding me that this is now canon. Because I forget over and over that I have to own this. So thank you for reminding me, because that slips my mind over and right. Oh God. Oh, I forgot. This now affects everything I do in the world from now on. I don't know how that just temporarily whoosh. So thank you for grounding me again. Chat, that's awesome. How much did your slam attack do? 15?
Yeah, let's say with normal
that.
size, you double that, and then
So
it's a double one, so double that.
Yeah, double that. So 120 damage, I'd say. No,
60?
I can't math. 60.
60?
Yeah. So Chippendale runs up and boxes its ears. What does it do?
Well, I mean, it's not really tall enough to do that. I mean, it's going to have to kind of run into the body area.
Okay, so it runs.
It's kind of like going for
body.
the uppercut down by the necks, so it makes it rear up on its hind legs.
So you're gonna punch it in the neck cluster.
Right, to make it stand up on its hind legs.
You critted it, so you punch it, and it does in fact go up a bit.
Whose turn is it now?
Now it's the Hydra's turn.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, so the Hydra is going to make an attack onto Chippendale, because it's the closest one there, and that's going to hit. Make a defense roll.
Okay. I don't know what Chippendale's defense is. Is it mine? Is it just the same as mine? Probably.
Yeah.
Not good, but I rolled a 3!
You make it.
I made my defensive roll!
Chippendale does a limbo lean down as the head snaps shut in front of it. It goes right back. So, yeah.
That should have been sacrificial lamb time.
Chippendale came to play.
yes.
Damn, they did. So that was Hydra's move. So Opal and Rose tied. Rose is faster. So Rose.
So I get a free action to boost the party if I sing.
Yes.
Correct.
And since the Hydra's on fire, I'm gonna sing.
One of its heads are on fire.
Right, I know, it's on fire. That Hydra's on fire. That Hydra's on fire.
That works.
And more fire. Okay. So boosted party.
Yeah.
And I can change hostility ratings from hostile to merely indifferent. So I would like the Hydra to be indifferent to us.
All right, roll it.
I got it right on.
Okay, so the head that's on fire is now indifferent to you.
Okay.
Right. Opal.
Spending a meta point
On it.
to put Opal in control, or to put Crash in control of Opal. Great sword. Look at that. That's perfect. That's exactly what I need. That Hydra's up on its hind legs. Opal is going to pull out her mighty great sword with her belt of strength and run at it and say, "Booyah, motherfuckers!" and chop off its Hydra dong.
Not a leg?
No, he has a plan.
All right.
It dates back to one of the films, and it's the
Make
actual question.
your attack roll.
You remember
Or
this
better
whole
yet, just
conversation
don't.
between Gary and...
You don't have to. You can put those down. Just put them down. It's okay. You don't have. No, you don't really don't. Just don't. You don't have to make this. I'll let you have.
That is another friggin' 3. Please come and look at this.
We believe you.
It's killing me.
It's killing me.
I've never had a dice stay this good in all of my games.
Chad is with you. All right. So that's good enough to hit a cold shot.
Hacksaw. Anything with the neck on this thing is getting chopped off.
Okay.
Or chopped at.
Chopped at. Roll your damage.
I guess that's a crit though, so double damage. Is that right?
Yeah, it's simpler that way.
Roll your double damage.
It's flat
I mean,
because
it's a defensive check.
it's 65, so 130.
Okay. Achievement unlocked. Moil. So the Hydra's prehensile member goes fluttering off. Unnecessary, Mark.
Totally necessary.
Unnecessary.
Completely necessary.
I'm gonna hear that now when I cut hot dogs. That's not cool. And the rest of its heads go snick, 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 snick. And it dissolves into the mist. The Hydra dissolves into the mist. And that's when you see behind it another shadow looming out. This one giant and spade-shaped as it comes through. And it looks like one of those, well, you wouldn't know the fantasy side, but one of those deep-sea anglerfish on tiny little legs with a gigantic, scary mouth and gigantic, scary eyes.
Oh, just in time for my second attack.
Yeah, I guess so. God damn it, Mark. You sit back there waiting for the perfect moment for making us forget that you're there lurking in the bushes with your sound effects and your perfect...
Is it radiating evil at all?
No.
Who are the things attacking currently? Chip?
Yes, missing.
Missing.
Yeah, it missed Chip. It's looming out now, and it seems to look at Chip.
So it's after Chip. I'll shield Chip.
We're the Tactical Espionage Destruction Diversion Initiative.
Hi.
IC-Trio lost one of its heads to become a GM for this show. He should have known what he was getting when making this canon. Involving these people in chat. Hashtag cool rule.
Yay!
Thank you very much, chat.
Oh, damn.
My bad. Need to pay more close attention to the box text in my own stuffs. So you're going to shield.
I'm going to shield Chip.
Let's see what a holy spell does to an unholy abomination.
Let's indeed.
Roll it.
We may explode Chip.
I'm underground, so.
I'm underground.
Yes, explosions only go 3 ways. 13.
Okay.
What do I need to roll here? Is it religion?
Yeah.
Or theology? I bet that's it, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So, 13 to 3. Beat it by 3.
Beat it by 3. Okay, the shield goes up, but there's resistance there. It's, it's up. It's kind of spotty, but yeah, it's up. And and just sort of the necrotic aura surrounding these two is draining it. By the way, it's like trying to write on a wet piece of paper in a way. The ink is just flowing.
Right. Yeah. Not a good thing that I'm doing here.
It's up. It's just not going to last very long.
Don't need it to. I just don't. I want to make sure that I put myself in a position of prostration before my goddess, and she's clearly just trying to protect herself. And I announce myself as Sister Opal.
All right.
And we brought you binky.
It's so you're okay. You're prostrating yourself in front of the monster.
In front of the monster. In front of the storm.
Okay.
And your poppy.
All right. Storm continues. The wail grows louder. Zell, it is your turn. No, sorry, no, Snowball, it's your turn.
Snowball
missed your 34.
will pop out underneath the anglerfish thing that you're talking
All
about.
right, you pop up underneath the anglerfish thing.
Wasn't it a Hydra a second ago?
Look at the rest of you. Still bad?
Yeah.
again. And you can't miss really at that angle. You get a +2 to hit for this.
Very, very hard. That will be.
And yet I manage.
That will be a crit, a hit, and a crit.
Jeebus.
All right.
But this won't be that bad, actually. It'll be 90, 90, and 45.
226.
Because he's not raging right now.
225.
Is the dripping really necessary?
I think it's part of it.
That's not dripping.
God. Okay, so 90, 90, 45, so 225. It's still up. It's hurt, but it's still up, and it's spewing fish eggs and caviar all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zell.
So,
Zell. Let's see. I think it's a pretty simple situation for Zell. Again, just pull daggers out and start leaping and attacking at it.
Okay, leaping at the anglerfish.
Oh, there's a lot of wind still, isn't there?
Yes.
Not leaping. Just gonna try and get close enough to go stabby.
Close enough to go stabby.
Yep.
All right.
Can I get close enough to go stabby?
You can get close enough to go stabby.
Okay. Would miss the first attack and would make the second attack by 2.
Okay, so you hit it once.
Yeah, 55.
55. That. So 2, 25, 55. Yeah, it's hurting, but it still doesn't look like it's hurting. Like you're stabbing this thing, it's saying this, these evil dead eyes looking down at you, smiling. Terrifying. Nightmarish.
my turn?
Yes, it is, Umbra.
All right. Umbra has 2 attacks. Umbra is going to bite attack, which is a 55 damage, and each round it's 12 more.
Okay.
And then Umbra is going to blast into swarm form, which has 140 damage that it does. And
You're going to do what now?
swarm form, and
It's
Boosted abilities, right.
and
Okay.
I'm going to attack its crazy eyes.
Okay.
So first I'm going to bite it, and then I'm going to swarm form it.
Okay.
I got
3
a
resets.
7, so I beat my attack by 5. And I don't think I have to roll for the swarm form because
No,
it's
no.
boosted, so
Yeah.
it just occurs.
Okay. That does, yeah, it's you chomp it, and then the bees go for the eyes and start stinging horribly, and the thing dies and dissolves into the mists again. And another shape is looming out this time. Big barrel-bodied and a long sort of neck with no head. As it looms up, it looks like a gigantic wood stove.
Does Snowball recognize any of these as somehow fears that Amalia
We'll make a check. It's like a giant wood stove with a grate, like the scary ones from your great-grandparents with flames sticking out of it. And it's got eyes for some reason, this wood stove, and it's grunting, walking on these stubby little wood stove legs.
I rolled a 5,
Yeah, and you're fine.
and I'm not sure exactly what to look at it under, but I feel like it would
5
be...
is pretty good.
I feel like a religion check would be...
Yeah, religion.
Yeah. So I would make that check then.
Yeah, this is stuff Amalia is afraid of.
Amalia! Or whatever I call her. Momo!
Not your turn. You yell it. That's
Yeah.
lost in the wind. Is there any insight you'd like to share with the rest of the group, or just want to yell?
She's here somewhere!
Thanks.
Back to the top of the
I
order.
couldn't tell because of the big storm.
Harzul.
What our anthropomorphic rabbit friend is trying to tell us is that he does believe somewhere in this storm is Amalia.
No, we got
And that
that.
potentially these are some form of nightmare or other manifestation of her fears made into a semi-solid form.
But I figured that out last round.
If you like, I could give you a history on the use of...
No thanks.
Oh no, don't do it.
And Tom
Go.
just continues to draw on through the nanowasps to all of you about the history of nightmares in children.
Okay, as the wood stove comes closer, is this a? I will burn your fingers. And it's Harzul's turn.
Hazul. Another point.
Oh, and I'll use my boosted to give you another hacksaw.
Really?
Yeah.
You're a sweetie. But there's only one target. Everything seems to be coming from the big hole in the sky, right?
Yeah, the center of the storm is pushing out towards you. It's everything you can do in each of these rounds to avoid getting pushed back by the winds as well.
Right. But Amalia is in there.
The wailing, yeah. Snowball seems to think so.
Yeah.
In there.
Snowball is, yes, he just keeps yelling out her name and looking in the direction I think of.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Your fingers.
All right, here it goes. I'm going to give a reassuring smile to the wolf. Everything's gonna be fine. And I'm going to pick her up with her head on my shoulder, and her butt facing that storm. And then I'm gonna squeeze. I've got my boosted ability for the day, so I get 1 free use of Titan Strength, which I can use to, well, I mean, it's Superman strong. So, you know how Superman would take a piece of coal and crush a diamond? Crush it into a diamond?
I'm aware of this, yes.
Yeah, so I'm just using that dog ass like a gun. And, you
don't have to make the noises.
I thought I did.
You really?
No, keep making them.
Okay.
And we're gonna shoot that binky right into the heart of that storm, and hopefully calm the angry young goddess. And then have Opal on standby to heal the wolf.
I was not prepared for this.
You didn't like my wolf Zuka?
The wolf is now canon. That's right.
The wolf is now canon!
That's great. Make an
attack roll.
Make an attack roll.
Does Umbra need to roll anything?
You can choose to resist.
System shot.
Make a body check.
You're about to take a whole shitload of damage. Pardon the.
I beat my body check by 2.
Okay.
Oh, you'll even have some health left if you haven't been hurt yet.
I have not been hurt yet.
Then you'll still be alive. So 8 and 4 is 12. I'm all the way here.
I am immune to suffocation. If that helps.
You've also got Patreon armor that will help.
I know. I have armor as well. I'm fine.
No, you'll be fine. So, right, and sorry, that's beat it by 5.
Okay. You ever squeeze a water balloon?
Mm-hmm. Did I throw up too?
Yeah, it's pretty awful. So that's the shape of the dog. It's that sort of pinched in the middle. And, you fire the binky out of the spectral wolf's ass.
Hopefully it leaves fast enough.
Soars towards the storm.
Like I fall asleep for a second as it's shooting out, I'm sure.
Yeah. You fire and then you're all out. And then
boom, boom, boom.
When you wake up, the storm is still going.
Oh.
And beyond the evil wood stove, you see another shape. Bigger than all the others. Sort of round, with a giant head, 2 droopy earrings, and a hue of orange. And we'll pick up there next week on Masters of the Metaverse!
Bye, guys.
Oh my goodness gracious!
Oh, that was good. I think.
Orange? Yeah, we're still on right now.
All right, we're still on.
Well, until Mark says something.
Vamp. Fuck subject. Vamp. Gotta vamp. Gotta play out. Play out. Gotta vamp till we go. Play till we go out. Vamp. Out. Kill it down. Mark. Shut it down. Shut it down. Mark. Shut it down. Mark.